times.
Oh, excellent. And you too can vote multiple times as well. Stick around. We're going to have a fantastic time here on the John Dean Green Carpet.
We're here with Kelsey Kulik. Kelsey, I was there last night at the CCMA Awards Gala and Dinner when you won the CCMA Discovery Award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What does it mean to you to, after this long process that you've been through, to get here, win it?
You know, it's really a dream come true. I've been wanting to be in music since I was 3 years old, and I've worked since I was 17 to be in music and writing songs and singing my heart out. So it's just really been a dream come true, and I feel so blessed and grateful to be here.
We've been talking about how this really does feel like the ultimate family reunion. What has it been like to be welcomed into the CCMA family?
That was the first thing that I noticed when I was in the CCMA Discovery program, was that the CCMA was just like family. I was so blown away, and I felt so at home and so welcome, and I'm so grateful to be involved in this family, and I can't wait to keep on working with them.
You've mentioned that you've had so many inspirations and mentors, and you've actually had a chance to meet them this weekend. Can you tell me what one of the sweetest moments has been in meeting someone you look up to so much?
You know, I really love Patricia Conroy, and I used to karaoke her songs all the time when I was young. So it was just incredible to be able to shake her hand and tell her how much I loved her music, and she was such an idol to me growing up, and it was unbelievable, really.
What are you looking forward to most with the CCMA Awards here today?
You know, I'm so excited to walk the green carpet. It is just so...
You're on it. This is it.
I know. I'm so excited to be here and just really support all the other artists that are going to be getting awards tonight. So I'm just excited to be here, and it's going to be awesome.
There is such a sisterhood, isn't there?
There really is. I couldn't believe it. You know, Jess Moskaloo came up to me yesterday, and she shook my hand. She said, congratulations, and there were so many people that did it. It was unbelievable.
Congratulations to you. We are so thrilled for you, and it's amazing to see you having this moment.
Thank you so much.
I am standing here with a good friend of mine, Miss Megan Patrick. Megan, how you feeling tonight?
Good. Windy. Great.
It's crazy out here, isn't it? Now, you are up for Rising Star, along with myself, but you are up for Rising Star. How does that feel? How does that feel?
Feels great. It feels like a full circle moment to see where I'm at compared to last year, and I'm really excited and to have you in that category too.
You know, that's how we get down, right? Now, one more question for you. Walking this green carpet, seeing all these fans, what does this mean to you? What does this CCMA mean to you?
You know what? It's just kind of like a reward for all the hard work you put in at the end of the year, you know, to be able to do this and see how much people love you and appreciate what you do. It feels good.
That's amazing. Well, you look great.
Thank you.
I have one more. Being the new face for female country music in Canada, that's got to feel special. And that recognition, how does that make you feel?
Absolutely. I mean, well, there's a lot of really great women in country right now, and Jess and Madeline and Allie and Lindsay, all these women in the female artist category, and I feel really grateful to be in that category with them. So.
You're absolutely right. There is tons of talent in Canada. Especially for the females, and they're coming up right now. And this wind is crazy.
Isn't it? Look good right now.
That's it. Well, Megan, you look great. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and good luck tonight.
Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Good to see you, baby.
All right, right out of the truck and onto the green carpet, we say hello to High Valley. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Welcome to the CCMA Awards pre-show presented by CBC Music. We're so happy to have you here, and tonight is big for you. You're performing. You're also nominated for the Apple Music Fans Choice Award. And remember, you can continue to vote using hashtag Fans Choice High Valley. Not a short hashtag, by the way.
Not short at all, no. But we think people can handle it. People are very smart. They can figure it out.
Country music fans, the smartest out there. Absolutely.
That's what they always say.
Let's talk about your fans, because what would it mean to you to win this award that really is such a strong endorsement of the love that they feel for you?
I mean, anytime an award is chosen based on fan involvement and fan voting, I mean, it would be really, it would be a huge honor, you know, to win something like that.
Either way, we know they love us and they're absolutely great, and we're so proud of our fans. I mean, they've kind of stuck with us for 20 years, you know. We've been doing this since we were kids, so we're very proud of them and thankful that they don't give up on High Valley and they keep liking our new music. We love that.
One of the things I have noticed this weekend is that you are also getting a lot of shout outs and a lot of love from your fellow country artists. What does it mean to feel that love from the country community?
I mean, that's honestly, we talk about this all the time, but we're excited to be nominated. We're excited about the award show, but our favorite part of coming here is honestly just seeing all our buddies, seen all the other artists that we've been able to develop relationships with over the years, and it's just it's like a big family get-together.
Yeah, one of our friends came up to us yesterday and said, so you get off the plane and you try and break the world record for most hugs given in one day, and said, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, wait till you meet JoJo Mason over there. He's the hug monster, and he's giving out a ton of them on the green carpet. Before you go, I just want to ask you about Paul Brandt, because he has been such a mentor for you. What has the support meant?
Oh man, Paul's an unbelievable guy, and the fact that we get to call him our friend is just a huge honor. And his speech yesterday, I mean, I was borderline crying.
Yeah, it was hardcore. We had to sing, you know, a Paul Brandt song while staring Paul Brandt in the eyes. It was pretty intense, and we're so thankful for the opportunity. And we'd never be here at the CCMA without Paul. The first time, 8 years ago, first time we ever came here, Paul had us as his guest during his song. So.
Well, congratulations on the nominations, and have fun performing tonight.
Thank you very much.
What's up, y'all? It's your man JoJo Mason here with my good friend Gord Bamford, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing so good, man. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Now, I got a couple of questions for you, if that's all right. Now, I need to know, having been in this country music family, the Canadian country music family for so long, what does it mean to be walking down this green carpet getting such amazing recognition for what you've done?
Well, it's great to be part of it every year, you know, and to be back and doing what I do, you know, and love to do is just great to be part of it all, man. So it's gonna be great here tonight.
That's great. Well, I've been a fan for a long time, Gord, and so I got a couple more questions for you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Now, what is one of your fondest memories from the CCMAs?
I can't remember the year, but it was the year that I had my daughter on stage with me. I was doing my daughter's father, and she was, I think, maybe 5 years old at that time. So about 5 years ago, and she was singing with me. Probably my fondest. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now, you getting on stage tonight, and you're getting on stage with Mr. Jim Cuddy, right?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? What's going through your mind right now? Oh, careful. Can't lose that.
What's going through my mind? You know, it's I can't believe it. You know, it's just. I had chill bumps when we were in the rehearsals, and I mean, he's an icon, and for him to take part in this song, it's just going to be amazing. I've had a chance to hang out with him today and just talk to him and catch up on all the great history that he's created. It's just been awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's amazing. Now, one more question for you. Now, what does family, I know you're a family guy. I'm getting to know you a little bit, man, and I know you're a family guy. So what does family mean to you in this industry?
Well, it's everything, you know. It's the industry family is unbelievable. You know, the Canadian country music industry is as strong as anything in the world, and we got so many great artists that are putting out great music, and so I'm trying to stay on my toes. So, yeah, family is a big deal to me, and from my immediate family to my family right here, it's just been unbelievable.
That's awesome, man. Well, Gord, I'm gonna get your butt on, man. It's a pleasure to see you always, man.
Thanks, man, and continued success. You're doing great.
Thank you. Good luck tonight, brother. Good luck tonight.
I have to tell you that I am so excited for that performance between Gord Bamford and Jim Cuddy. Jim's joining me now. Hello, Jim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being here. And is there anything you can tell me from what we can expect from this highly anticipated performance?
Well, have people heard the song yet? I mean, it was really quick for me. I talked to Gord last at the Juno Cup, so last spring. Said he had a song. It was about Canada. Would I sing on it? I said, sure. But it all happened really quickly for me. I mean, I think really within a month I sang on it, and now I'm here. So it's a very catchy song, and it has a lot of Canadiana references, which is really good.
Oh yeah, the more Canadian, the better, right?
I agree.
And I noticed that you kind of flinched when you heard Gord talking about the family, right? The family that we feel here at the CCMAs and the green carpet. What does it mean to you to have been accepted and loved so much by this country music fam?
Well, I mean, I've always said that the Canadian musicians are very lucky they have long careers, because if they treat their audience right, if they come to their backyard and play, and if they try hard, put on good shows, the audience is incredibly loyal, really loyal. And I think that it has a lot to do with how we all feel about each other and how music reflects how people live in their community. So I guess that's a reflection of the greater, family that we are. And so it's been very important in my life.
And so many of the younger country artists here, the emerging artists, have said that you are one of their inspirations. So I'm sure that you'll provide some mentorship as you meet them here tonight.
That's very nice. It's always very nice to hear, and some of it is just from longevity. You know, I think that there's longevity, and also we've done things in a pretty unique way.
Give yourself more credit than that. Ladies and gents, Jim Cuddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the one and only Mr. Dallas Smith. How you feeling today, man?
Doing great. Good to see you, bud.
So good to see you. Now, if it's all right with you, I'd love to ask you a couple of questions. Put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay, all right. Take it easy on me.
All right. I got you. Now, you are up for a ton of awards tonight. So what makes an event like this so special to be a part of?
Honestly, man, we don't see each other very often, do we? So it's all about the other artists and you know, getting together with you guys and hanging out and you know, bringing what Canadian country has to offer to the fans.
That's great, man. That's great. Now, as a young country artist like myself coming up in the game, what kind of advice would you have for somebody like me or somebody trying to make it in this game? Because it is a tough business out there right now.
Don't measure yourself against anybody. It's your own journey, and just remember to take those the little victories. Remember to enjoy them along the way. You know, because it's gonna be some hardship along the way. Everybody has it, so just make sure you enjoy the times, the good times.
Well, that's what it's about, right? And that's what it's about. Now, one more question for you. Well, maybe two, depending on how much time we got. Looking back and seeing all these fans out here, man. What do they mean to you? What do the fans mean to you tonight?
It's everything, man. You know, all this stuff is it's all make-believe, right? What it matters is having fans buy the music and come and buy a ticket for the show and really support the artists. So it's all about them.
Totally, man. Well, congratulations on all your nominations. I know you're going to kill it tonight because you're my dude. I can't wait to sit down and
jinx me, my friend.
Oh, come on, man. That's what it. Lots of love, baby. And we'll see you in there, all right?
Yeah, sounds good, bud. All right, good to see you.
Thank you for continuing to watch the CCMA Awards pre-show presented by CBC Music right here in very windy Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. But we're dealing with it because we are so excited for what's to come, and I'm happy to introduce you to Tebe. Hi, Tebe.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going as well as it can out here for sure. Now, many of you may not know this, but Tebe has actually been a successful songwriter with both country artists and pop artists. So tell me what it is that draws you to the country music community.
Oh man, I've always been a fan of country music. I mean, I grew up singing country, and that'll never change, but I also grew up listening to all different kinds of stuff. So, you know, whether I'm writing for someone like One Direction or Flow Rider, I always tend to come back to country.
Some big names there, hey?
Yeah. Let me just pick them up real quick. Hold on. Drop those there.
You did. We'll leave them down there on the carpet. Now, when it comes to a recipe for a good country song, what are some of your secrets?
Wow. Put a truck in it. Usually you're in good shape. Some beer. Stuff like that is the key.
What's it like to be embraced by this, what we're calling this country music family here in Canada?
It's amazing. You know what the cool thing about the CCMAs is it literally is like a high school reunion. You get to see people you haven't seen in a couple of years. You get to see fellow artists you maybe didn't see on the touring trek all year long, and we just get together and party and have a good time.
One of the things I'm wondering, because you're talking about this being, and I love that, a high school reunion. We've said the ultimate family reunion. Are there some emerging artists that you're kind of wanting to collaborate with? Like, are you seeing talent that you're like, I have to do something with them?
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many great new artists that you get to discover every year at the CCMAs. A good friend of mine, Allie, is absolutely fantastic. She's one that just comes to mind recently. But yeah, it's great. The Discovery program is awesome. Is also really, really cool. You know, giving new artists the opportunity to be heard and get in front of music industry folks here at the CCMAs.
Tebe, enjoy your time in there. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let's head on over to our ultimate fan, Scott Sykes.
Hey y'all, I am here with the Hunter brothers. They are musicians, they are farmers, they are social media superstars. I gotta ask, you grew up on the farm. Were you working on the farm before you came here to Potash Music Week?
We absolutely were. We got off our combines Wednesday night to be up here for Thursday, and we're going back tomorrow to jump back on to finish up harvest this week, hopefully.
Excellent, getting right back to work. Now, people say that Canadian country community is one big family, and of course your brothers. Has country music always been a part of your life growing up?
It really has. You know, we were listening to country music as kids growing up on the tractors, on the combines, going up and down the field, so it's always been an integral part of our lives for sure.
That's amazing to hear. And who are you most excited to see perform tonight at the CCMA Awards?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with High Valley just because they're such good friends of ours, and so yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with that one.
Very, very strong choices. I'm so happy for you guys. I saw you perform a few nights ago. You blew me away, and I cannot wait to see where the day takes you, your career takes you. I'm such a big fan. Thank you for stopping by. How are y'all feeling?
Oh, we're doing great. Can't wait.
It's the Hunter brothers. I mean, I was handsome, and then they showed up, so awesome. So I hope you're having a fantastic time. What was your favorite part so far of Potash Corp Country Music Week?
Oh, what's I was going to say singing with Paul Brandt was one of the most legendary things that we could ever be a part of. So we were just incredibly thankful for that opportunity.
The legend. You were at the Legend show, and that was a good evening. Was there another night that you liked performing?
I think just the entire event in general has just been overwhelming and such a great experience. It's our first time, so we've just been really excited.
Amazing. Have a great rest of the night. So thanks for stopping by. Woo! Hunter brothers.
Thanks, Scott. Isn't he doing a great job? Scott Sykes, our ultimate fan. I want to introduce you to Wes Mack, who is looking sharp today.
Thank you very much. I
Tell me
try.
about this hat that you're wearing.
The hat is because I'm very pale. You know, you gotta take care of yourself a little
You
bit.
keep that hat on because this wind is
I know,
fierce
it's
today. Now, I think of you as being one of those country artists that is so connected with your fans. Can you tell me why you really put that time in with making sure that they feel valued?
You don't get to do any of the fun stuff if you don't have them. So I feel like if I want to share any part of myself, I owe that. It's, you know, if there's something that I'm passionate about, I want to share that.
What has been one of your highlights from this past weekend? Because I know that we've had event after event, you know, from the Legend Show to the Fan Fest and then yesterday to the gala and dinner.
I would say watching Ian Tyson play at the Legends show and watching Paul Brandt get inducted into the Hall of Fame last night, those are two of my favorite things. Those are two of my heroes growing up. I'm an Alberta boy, so yeah, that was huge.
What's your favorite Paul Brandt song?
Alberta Bound.
I knew that was coming. That's why I asked. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to? You talk about your fans, but is there anyone else now that Canada is watching?
I'd stick with the fans. This day is all about them. That's yeah, we're gonna have a good time here today.
If you are watching, we welcome your questions, so be sure to submit them if you're watching on Facebook in the comments below. And just remember, immediately following this, we are going to show you all of the action from the big show, the CCMA Awards, which are happening at cbcmusic.ca. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, I am here with the amazing Chris Buck Band. How y'all doing?
Having a great day.
Awesome, awesome. I'm such a big fan of your guys. What are you most excited about seeing tonight on Country's biggest night?
I honestly am just excited to be here. This is my first time, or our first time on the Greek carpet. We're just excited to see everyone, all the fans across Canada watching tonight.
Awesome, that's amazing. It's my first time too, so it's exciting for all of us. Why do you think an event like the CCMAs builds such a family bond?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. Like, I don't know. The music industry is just so great, and all of us support each other, and it, thank you. Yeah, my hat's falling off. Everybody's just such a big family here. It's all about music and growing and helping each other build their career.
That's amazing, because I've seen it too being here as a fan. And do you have any shout out to make to anybody watching right now?
The Sakamoto Agency, Royalty Records. Family, friends and family. My parents are here.
Ontario, my girlfriend, hi. I can't forget her, I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, amazing. You have it seems like you have such a supportive net at home, and obviously some amazing support here. I've seen you a few times. I love your EP. I met him before. That's the best part of being an Ultimate fan, is that I've met him a few times this week, and he's amazing. Get his stuff online. It's absolutely brilliant. What are you looking forward to tonight?
Pyrotechnics. There you go.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and have a fantastic rest of the night. Chris Buck Band, everybody.
We are here with Shay Dupuis. Hello, Shay. You're sparkling.
You look amazing. I love the blue.
Thank you so much. Now, I need to know, because I also think of you. We just talked to Wes Mack, who is such a strong artist who is connected with his fans. And I think of you in the same light. You actually have a campaign called Strong is Beautiful that you use through social media. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
So I started the campaign Strong is Beautiful back in April because I felt like social media was being bombarded with the negativity of be this, be that, get in shape for summer. And I just wanted to use my platform to kind of say no matter how you look, how you feel, It's beautiful inside and out, and that's basically what the campaign focused on for a month, and it did amazing. It had great success, so we just kept it going because, I mean, there's never a bad time to spread positivity.
It's such a strong message, it really is, and you have taken that, the strength that you have in your position to spread it with the world, which I think is really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy that I have the chance to do that, and it's awesome when I get acknowledged for it, like with Interactive Artist of the Year. You know, it's cool.
I feel like this is quite the moment for female country artists in Canada. Is there someone that you really admire?
I mean, I look up to all the girls that are up there on the stage that are nominated tonight. They're all amazing, and they're paving the way for the rest of us, and they're working their butts off just to, you know, be on the same stage as those guys, and that's awesome. I love it.
There really does seem to be a bit of a sisterhood between you all, and I thought it was really interesting yesterday. The Washboard Union, after winning their award, they said there's a sense of comfortable competition in this industry. Would you agree?
I think so, but I also think that there's room for everyone. That's kind of the vibe you get too. Everyone wants to help each other out and be friends with each other, and yeah, there is a little bit of competition, but I think it's also that everyone sees how good everyone else is, and they want to strive to be better, right? Because you're only as good as the weakest guy in the room, right?
There's a sense of respect.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking.
Have a great time in there.
Thank you.
You are watching the CCMA Awards pre-show right here on CBC Music, and we're heading over to our next chat.
Now this is absolutely ridiculous. I am here and very starstruck. Couple of my Saskatchewan riders, man. This is Kevin Glenn, Brandt in the back. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, doing fine.
Awesome, thank you. That's so good, man. I'm in shock, right? I'm starstruck right now, man. This is so cool to have you guys at Country Music. That's right. That has nothing to do with you, KG. Has nothing to do with you, KG. Now, I got a couple of questions for you, if that's okay. Now, what does being a part of Canada's biggest country music scene and country music party mean to you guys?
It says a lot, you know, being a writer and, you know, the rich tradition that you have as far as the fans are concerned. For it to be held here in Saskatoon, to be a part of it is something, you know, unreal. When I was offered to do this, I mean, I was like, yeah, I want to do it, 100%.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to come out here and be backstage with all the VIPs and all the performers and stuff like that. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us.
Now, has everybody been treating you guys well out in Saskatoon at the Country Music family?
Yeah, we've been having a lot of people come up to us, showing us a lot of support. We didn't have a great outing the other night, but they still, you know, they're still behind us. That's how those Rider fans are.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome to be able to come out here and take it all in. I mean, to be with all these artists, like I said before, it's awesome to be backstage, and they're definitely rolling out the green carpet for us.
Fellas, thank you so much for hanging with me. And like I said, I'm Jojo Mason. I'm a huge fan of you guys, and I love what you do. So thank you for making my football team the best football team, man. Appreciate it.
You know, that watermelon helmet would probably help with my hair today in this windy situation, but no one's offered me one yet, so it's okay. I'll stand by. I'm here with Dan Davison. Dan, congratulations on your SiriusXM Rising Star nomination.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a crazy week for me. This is just such a great way to cap it all off.
Well, one of the things that we had you do on Friday was actually take over the CBC Music Instagram account. We got some insight into your day and your night, and you kind of logged off at 11:30 p.m. in the hotel lobby. Can you tell me something we didn't see on Instagram, maybe?
Well, Friday was actually kind of my chilled out day. I went to bed early because I'm a responsible grown-up now, sort of.
Of course.
And,
aren't we all?
Yeah, more or less. But the next day was actually the big day for me. I got presented with my first gold record ever.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, it's a huge moment. You know, 2 CCMA nominations and the gold record. I'm just on cloud 9 right now.
Have you had a chance to meet any of your country music heroes this weekend?
Yeah, well, you know, the good thing about Canadian country music is that everybody's kind of already friends. Like, we all run into each other on the road, and I've been hanging out with Jojo Mason and Dallas Smith and Brett Kissel, and it's so cool to just be, hanging out with some of the guys I respect most in this country.
If you do win this award tonight, have you thought about who you may dedicate it to?
Yeah, you know what? It's two people probably. Like I would have to dedicate it to the Canadian country music fans, just because like this has been an unbelievable year for an independent artist. It's almost impossible to get a gold record as an independent. So to them and to my beautiful wife Jen, she's always with me through all the things that I've been most proud of in my life. So yeah, that's probably it.
You're a smart husband. You never leave the wife out of the speech.
That is national brownie points.
That's right. Well, congratulations on your golden record. I'm so happy for all the success you've been having. And who is it you're looking forward to most, just really quickly in there?
Washboard Union. I hear they got a good special outfit tonight, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, you'll see it here on the CCMA Awards pre-show. Thanks so much.
No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with CBC radio host Raina Duras. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I am so good. It is so nice to see you. Me and Raina are presenting Male of the Year tonight.
Hey, Male Artist of the Year. I'm pretty excited.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Now I got a couple of questions for you. Now, what does being in this environment with all these crazy country music fans, what does this walking this carpet mean to you?
This is like the most fun, I guess green carpet, it's not a red carpet, it's the most fun like intro carpet to any event I've ever been to. This is awesome. I've never been to Saskatoon, and it's a pretty cool introduction.
No doubt, that's awesome. Now, what is it about this carpet that makes it so much better than any other carpet you have walked down?
Well, first of all, there's tractors everywhere, which is awesome, and the fans are so excited. There's so many people, like they're lined all the way up the stairs. This is awesome. I feel like country music fans are the most fun music fans. Like they get so into it.
We are. And I'm going to tell you something, because I am a country music fan. I'm an artist, but I'm also a huge fan, and so I get to see all these guys come through. Now, what did you do to prepare for tonight?
Oh, gosh. Well, I took a long walk around Saskatoon while listening to country music. You know, I kissed a horseshoe. You're supposed to, it's a good luck thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I tried to find cowboy boots. I tried to go shopping for cowboy boots, but I didn't find any yet. So if you know any good places, let me know.
Well, I bet you had the best time in Saskatoon. Raina, I can't wait to present with you. We're going to have the most fun. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I'll see you out there, all right?
Cool.
Thank you so much.
We are having so much fun on this carpet, and I just want to welcome you again. Thank you so much for watching. This is the CCMA Awards pre-show presented by CBC Music. And remember, the big event is coming up immediately following this over at cbcmusic.ca. Next up, I am joined by someone who knows all about CBC Music and CBC Radio. It's Pia Chattopadhyay. Hello, Pia.
Hello.
So nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice to be here. It's my hometown, so I'm really happy to be back in Saskatoon.
You're a hometown favorite. I know that about you. But one of the things I want to ask you is you have the opportunity to interview so many music stars. What is it about country artists that makes them so special?
They're super real and honest, and they have less sort of inhibitions about them. They're just kind of, you get what you get, and they're really frank, so I really enjoy just having real talk with real people.
Is there an interview that stands out in your mind with a country artist?
I can't think of one, but I'll tell you who I do want to interview is Jess Moskalak, who, by the way, I think it's her mom's birthday today, so happy birthday to her mom, and who's just from down the road, well, southeast Saskatchewan, Langenburg, yeah.
Another hometown favorite, for sure. There's a lot of love for Jess Moskaluk. Now, how did you prepare for today? I know you're familiar with country music, but is there something special that you did to get yourself ready for the green carpet?
I rented this dress. Thank you. No, I mean, I'm just me, and it's really fun with all these people here and being back in Saskatoon and visiting with my folks. So I'm just here to have fun and be myself.
Is there a performance that you're really looking forward to seeing here tonight?
I don't know. I don't know all these artists, so I'm really actually interested in discovering something new.
I will tell you, there are a ton of Canadian artists performing, but there are also some American artists that are going to be gracing the stage. Blake Shelton, Brett Young, just to name a few. Are you excited about Blake Shelton, for example?
I am very excited. I've never been sitting in the audience at an awards show, so I get to do my thing, and then I get to sit back and watch this thing, so really exciting.
You do your thing, you relax, okay? You are not working, you are just presenting an award, so it is your time to have fun. And I'll tell you watching that I'm actually seeing one of those American stars coming out of the truck right now, so we'll be talking to him shortly. Thank you so much, Pia. Have fun in there.
Thank you.
You are watching the CCMA Awards pre-show presented by CBC Music, and we are getting closer and closer to the main event.
How are you? Good to see you.
I literally just mentioned Brett Young, and it was like the synergy of the universe. They delivered him on the green carpet
just like that.
Just in time. Hi, Brett. We're so happy to have you here.
It's so good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Have we adjusted the camera?
I know, right?
We're good? We got him? Now, Brett, welcome to Canada, as I mentioned. What is it like to know and feel that there is so much love for you here on the other side of the border?
It's really cool, especially because, you know, I've only made a handful of visits to this point. We obviously have plans to come back as often as possible. We have such a blast every time we get to be here, but to have such a brand new career and have this much love up here, it's amazing.
You said brand new career, and you almost took the words out of my mouth. I feel like the last year for you has just been epic in every single sense of the word. Is there a moment, though, that kind of stands out as being one of the sweetest moments?
You know, there have been so many, and fortunately, we've had the opportunity to be out with Lady Antebellum all summer. And you know, we've had some great moments with them, but one of them that actually stands out was up here when I was out with Thomas Rhett for, I think we did like 6 dates, and one of them we did in Edmonton. And what an amazing turnout. I mean, it was like twice as big as any other show that we had up in Canada, and the country music fans here are so great. And so that's one of the ones that actually stands out really big in my mind.
So you know American country music fans, now you know Canadian country music fans. Is there a difference between them? What makes them special? And they're listening, by the way.
You know what I think is different, and they're all very special. I think in the States, there are different types of country music fans in the States. And you know when you're going into a different part of the States what to kind of expect. And one thing I've noticed about Canada is consistent across the board. Love country music. If they're showing up to party.
Thanks so much, Brett. Have fun in there. And we can't wait to see your performance of In Case You Didn't Know.
Hopefully we have some fun.
Yeah, thanks so much. Let's head on over to Scott, our CCMA Ultimate fan.
Hey, y'all, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. We are having a fantastic arrival right now. Can you hear that? People are going crazy. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Chad Brownlee, rolling up on a motorbike. There he is. Look at that. He knows how to make an entrance. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? That is the one, the only Mr. Chad Brownlee. He's going to be right over here in a few seconds. We're going to have to chat with him, see what that's about, because that's how you make an entrance on the John Deere green carpet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There he is, Mr. Chad Brownlee. How are you doing, sir? Congratulations. Have 2 nominations tonight, Male Artist of the Year and the Apple Music's Fans' Choice. How does it feel to be nominated for those tonight?
Unbelievable, man. That's the first time in my career I've been nominated for Fans' Choice, and that's the big one, dude. That's the big one. So I can't wait for that moment.
Nice. And if you were to win that, what will be going through your head in that moment if they called your name?
I can't even explain it, man. I've tried to play it in my head on what I'm going to say and what I'm going to do, but it's going to be totally different than probably what I expect, so we'll see.
Nice. And not only that, but you're also performing tonight. How are you feeling about that?
That's my favorite part, man. I mean, be able to get up there and play music, sing songs, that's why I do this.
Awesome, awesome. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to be in the audience. And so now, what about the event like the CCMAs? What do you think about this event builds family?
Builds family. Well, we all get together. It feels like a big family reunion every time. I see people I only see once a year, but they've become really good friends over the years. And I've been doing this for 8 years, so I'm definitely not the new kid in town. And I built some fabulous relationships with everybody, so I look forward to it every year.
Amazing. As a fan, I have been a part of this last couple of days. I've noticed nothing but community and family. Of the last couple of days, what has been your highlight that you've seen so far?
Oh, you know, FanFest is always a highlight. Get to see everybody and shake hands, see old fans, new fans. And again, just play music. Played at the Cabaret Friday night. We did our label party last night. So it's the celebration of Canadian country music.
Now, you said you've been doing this for 8 years. Does it ever get old?
No, it absolutely doesn't. No, it's trying to recreate what you've done before, evolve as an artist, and just continue. I just hope I can do this for a lot of years, man. I really do.
Awesome. And we hope so, too. I can't wait. Now, you are performing, but is there somebody else performing tonight that you're really looking forward to?
Well, I haven't seen Brett Young perform before. I think he's got some great stuff going. And my girl, Jess Moskaluk, label mate, always love seeing her perform. That girl can sing, man. So it's going to be a good night.
Amazing. All the best. Have a fantastic time tonight. Thank you.
This is so much fun. You are watching Aaron Pritchett. He has just arrived on the green carpet, and his famous fan, which I was personally hoping I'd get to see today, this is Gertie. Isn't she beautiful? It's a she, right? We can assume. Okay, so Aaron Pritchett is going to join us in just a few seconds, but I want to thank you for continuing to watch our coverage of the CCMA Awards pre-show presented by CBC Music. I'm your host, Monika Platek, and I just want to remind you that immediately following the end of this pre-show, the main event, the big event, will be starting at cbcmusic.ca. It will also be on CBC TV later on tonight, 8 p.m. across the country, 8:30 Newfoundland time. And I'm done just in time to welcome the man himself. What an arrival, Aaron Pritchett.
Oh,
Hello.
thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing so well.
Yeah, this is amazing. So
you
much
have
fun.
you have to start by telling us about that entrance. Tell me about Gertie.
All right, Gertie is a 1973 Westphalia Type 2 Volkswagen VW bus. And since my new single's VW bus, I have had her for quite a while now. So we drove Gertie from Gabriola Island, BC, where I live, to here, Saskatoon, 2,200 kilometers. And we made it. Barely, but we made it.
Okay, what does that mean? Tell me what the Barely is all about, because I know there's a good road story hidden in there somewhere.
For anybody who followed it at all on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everything, we brought her up here. And along the way, I think we had to push start her about 13 or 14 times. A lot of people helped us along the way. We had a starter problem. A tire blew just before we got to Saskatoon. It's been crazy. We just barely got to Saskatoon by the skin of our teeth. But you know what? She's a beauty, and I couldn't have asked for a better thing to do, especially in this beautiful weather and coming up to Saskatoon for the CCMAs.
We're just so happy you got here in one piece, to be honest.
Thank you.
And that Gertie got to grace the green carpet, which is exactly what I wanted. Congratulations on your nomination
My pleasure.
for Male Artist of the Year. I have one more question for you, though. What would it mean to you to win this award tonight, and who would you dedicate it to?
Oh, you know what? It's been 8 years since I was nominated last. And my dedication would definitely go to my kids, my sons, Jordan, Braden, and Mason, and my beautiful girlfriend, Jessie, because all the time I'm away from home over the last 15, 16 years, I'm getting a little emotional, but it's been tough. But they're the ones who've had to put up with that thing. Everybody can see me in different cities all over Canada, but I don't get a lot of time with them. So this would be dedicated to them. If I ever get a chance to say that at the show, then I'd be more than proud. It's for them.
Thanks so much, Aaron Pritchett. Nominated for Male Artist of the Year tonight. Enjoy your time.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
I am standing here with the legendary dragon from the Dragon's Den, Miss Manjeet Minhas. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be here in Saskatoon.
Good. Now, I got a couple questions for you. Now, you know, and I'm sure you've heard that country music fans love to drink beer. And you are the founder of Minhas Brewing. Now tell me, how many fans think we could get to swap over from a Budweiser to Minhas Brewing?
Well, hopefully a couple, but yes, we count on, Canadians loving their beer. Hence, we've been very successful the last decade and a half, my brother and I, in this country. So, yes, absolutely, we love Canadians, and they love their beer.
That's amazing. Now, do you have a favorite country music star?
You know what? It's so hard to choose. There's so many. But tonight, I do have a favorite because I'm presenting the James Barker Band tonight to the audience. So I'm excited about that.
Those are my guys, too. I know those guys real well, and they are such sweet gentlemen, too. So I am so happy that you get to be the one to present them. Now, let me ask you, okay? Now, what are you expecting from tonight's CCMA Awards?
I'm expecting a lot of fun, some great talent, some new talent, some old talent, and just a party, Canadian style.
And that's how we do, too. You know that's how we do, being Canadian. Me and Manji, we gonna party later, right? We gonna do it, girl. We gonna do it. Girl, it is an absolute pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Enjoy yourself tonight, okay?
I will, absolutely. You don't have to tell me twice.
Have a wonderful night, girl.
Thank
we'll see you.
We have had motorcycle arrivals, we have had Volkswagen vans pull up, but nothing can quite compete with this adorable arrival of Brett Kissel and his family. Hello.
Well, Monika, it's great to meet you, and let me introduce you. This is Mila. This is our oldest. She's 19 months. My wife, Cecilia, and then our littlest baby, Aria, who's just 4 months old, and we thought we'd share a family moment together.
I I love that. Well, I was going to ask you actually, you really do make a point of bringing your family into your country music, into all of the events that you do. Why is it so important to involve them?
Well, you just look at Cecilia, and she's such an amazing mom and such a beautiful wife, and it's very important, I think, for us to stay together. It's a crazy lifestyle that we're never around. We're always on the road, so we're either never going to be home or we're going to bring our girls with us, and it's very special.
I'm all wrapped up in her tulle right now. This is my favorite. I want to know how it felt to win Interactive Artist of the Year last night at the CCMA Industry Gala and Dinner.
Well, I really appreciate, you bringing that up. I don't mind taking my cowboy hat off for this one.
It's windy
it
out
might
here.
blow away.
It's okay.
Welcome to Saskatchewan. But one of the biggest things, we live in an age right now of social media where, we can connect with our fans, and that's the most important thing that we can do. So whether it's in a like or a retweet or an actual video, I think it's very special we get to do this.
Do you want your moment?
Yeah,
Hi.
can you say
Can you
hello?
say hello? All right. She'll get to us in a little bit. Brett Kissel and his beautiful family. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Fans at the John Deere green carpet, how y'all liking it? Having a good time? Yeah! So I have a fan here that I want to show you something. Take this in. What is your name?
My name is Brandy Richardson.
Brandy Richardson, where are you from?
I'm from Flaxcombe, Saskatchewan.
Oh, nice! That's amazing. Now, I've seen this around all weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So my mom was looking for something that I could get autographed on the green carpet and at FanFest, so she got this custom-made guitar with the CCMA logo for me to get autographed.
That is amazing. Now, is this your first CCMA?
It is not. This is my 10th CCMA weekend.
Oh my God, 10 CCMAs. She's like a CCMA legend. Now, do you do something like this at every CCMA?
Yes, I've done ukuleles in the past, so this is my first time having something this big with me.
That's amazing. Now, it is your 10th. Do you ever get bored of anything, or is it just exciting every single year?
I never ever get bored. It's very exciting every year.
Amazing. We're so happy to have you here and have a fantastic rest of the day. Look at this. It's amazing.
We are now here with Aaron Goodvin, and one of the favorite things that we've noticed about the CCMAs is this sense of family. We just met Brett Kissel and his family. Can you introduce me to your beautiful date?
This is my wife Victoria. Yep, my much better half.
Your date for life.
Yes, my date for life. Yes.
Hi, Victoria. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Now, Aaron, I want to say congratulations on your nomination for the SiriusXM Rising Star Award. What does this nomination mean to you?
Well, I've given my whole life to country music, so I think just to be recognized and in this way it's a whole nother level. And it's a Rising Star Award, and I've watched a lot of my favorite artists, growing up win this one, and it's just awesome. I'm just living it up.
You're enjoying the moment.
I am.
You talked about your favorite artists there. Have you had a chance to meet any of your favorite artists for the first time this weekend?
I actually have. I met Paul Brandt. That was pretty awesome, and he's probably one of the big ones growing up. I think he's such a great artist and just has an amazing heart. And him. Some of my favorite people are like when you meet them, they're better than you even imagined, and he's like one of those guys. So it's pretty awesome.
He has made incredible moments for so many of you this weekend, I think, just having the chance to meet him face to face. Have you thought about who you would dedicate this award to if you won?
Other than my wife, obviously. There's a few people. My parents have spent I don't know how much money getting us to this point, and we know we're a family that didn't have a lot. So my dad was always working, and my mom was always one of them. So I would have to say probably mom and dad.
If you're watching, hi, Mom. Aaron Goodvin, everyone. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
What's happening, y'all? It's your man JoJo Mason, and I'm here with the legendary, yes, I said legendary, Mr. Ron McLean. Ron, how you feeling today, man?
JoJo, I watched you last night, and I thought to myself, I'm going to wrap a Hart Trophy around you, because you're a heck of a hockey player, but you are an unbelievable performer. So it's a real thrill to be here at the CCMAs with you.
Well, thank you, man. I'm about to start blushing and still over here, man. Come on, man. Now, I got a couple of questions for you, Ron. First and foremost, you are inducting one of my favorite country music artists, and apparently your great friend, Mr. Paul Brandt, into the Hall of Fame today. How does that? What does that mean to you?
Well, Paul, I don't have to tell you. He's all about integrity. He's a guy that he was on a major label for a while, and then they tried to tell him what to say and where to appear and how to appear, and Paul kind of decided after 3 albums that he was going to go it on his own. He only sold 1,000 albums when he did his first independent, and then he just took off after that. For me, he's a great role model in the business, for you, JoJo, for anybody that's a performer. He's obviously an even better role model for any of us in life. I just love him to death, he and Elizabeth, and they've welcomed me in. This is a Smith built from Calgary that's a Paul Brandt signed Smith built. I just can't say enough about the man and what he means to music in our country and what he means to me.
That's so amazing. Ron, my man, it is an absolute pleasure to be standing here with you, and I can't wait to see you in there, man.
You repped Saskatchewan beautifully. Congrats.
Thank you so much, sir.
Cheers, JoJo.
I'm here with the Roadhammers, who are, by the way, gushing and crushing on Ron McLean.
Mr. McLean.
Can we get a picture, maybe?
You know what, Mr. McLean,
just bring it
this
into
is
the shot. Let's get a selfie.
This is live TV.
Come on in. Clearly one of their heroes, and it's so nice to have not only country music heroes here today, but also hockey heroes. Love it. Okay, where will we see that? So just so the fans watching know where
You're
we'll
going to see that at the Roadhammers Instagram, Twitter. You're going to see it over my fireplace, and we're going to mount it. It's going to be called the McLean.
Amazing. What a moment, right? The second you step on the green carpet, welcome.
Canada in repose. This is great. Hey, you are a fantastic host, by the way, and it's just so good to be here in Saskatoon, a fantastic host city.
Thank you so much. This is so not about me, and it is so about you. So let's talk about your nomination for Group of the Year. Congratulations, first of all, and tell me what it means to be nominated again.
You know what? It's great to be nominated every time. You put out a record that's not kind of what you're looking to do. It's be nominated for awards, but to get that kind of an honor is amazing, and we're maybe we'll take home some hardware tonight.
We
do some scissor kicks.
Absolutely, we love what we do. This is Canada's biggest, brightest, and best, and just to be included in that is an honor every time. We've been doing this for 13 years now, and we're thankful we get to make music for a living, and it just gets better every year.
Okay, so you're making music, but I can definitely see from all of your social media, you guys have one heck of a time together.
Yeah.
So what is one of your best songs to perform together? Like the one that just brings it home.
You know what? The new single, Your Love is a Drug, is awesome because it kind of shows off the superpower of what this is, and we just love to sing, and it shows off the vocals. But I don't know, the song Mud, everything, whatever the fans are into, we love singing because they're the ones that make it worthwhile.
You guys love what you're doing, and it's clear to see.
Oh, we do. And thank you to the fans. Thank you, Saskatoon, CCMA, Canada. You're the best.
Okay, I'm going to let you go because I want you to post that photo of Ron McLean on Instagram right away. The Roadhammers, everyone. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Y'all, this is amazing because right now I am standing next to the amazing, brilliantly talented Lindsay L. Lindsay L., how are you?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm so excited to be sitting next to you right now. I'm a huge fan of your work. Now, tonight, you are nominated for Female Artist of the Year. How does that feel?
Incredible. I remember as a little girl watching year after year Shania Twain walk up on this stage and accept this award, and so the fact that I'm nominated with so many talented females in this category, it's a huge honor.
Oh, that's amazing and amazing. So, growing up listening to country music, obviously, what you've gone through and how you've succeeded, what piece of advice would you give yourself if you were just starting out right now?
I would tell myself to never lose faith in who you are. Find out what you really want to do and what's at your heart of hearts and do that.
Nice. That's amazing. I'm going to take that advice if you don't mind. And since you're here, what does a gathering like the CCMAs mean to you?
As artists, we're on the road so much. We're zigzagging all over the country and traveling, so it's awesome to get to see some friends that we don't always get to see each other, and the fans. The fans are the reason why we get to do this, so thank you for being you. Thank you for even liking or listening to what we do, so that's my favorite part.
Awesome. Now, your latest album, The Project, I absolutely love it. My favorite song is Champagne off of the album. Do you mind just telling me a quick little snippet about how that came to be, because it's my favorite?
I wrote it with Fred Wilhelm and fellow artist Walker Hayes, and they're so talented. We were in the writer's room, and I was like, can we put the word Jessica Biel in a song? And Walker was like, of course we can put the word Jessica Biel in a song. So yeah, it's one of my favorites on the record too.
Amazing. I absolutely love it. And now you are an amazing guitar player too. Do you prefer singing, guitar playing, or just everything all at once?
Definitely, it's like when everything comes together is my favorite. But we've been on the road with Mr. Brad Paisley all year, so getting to play guitar with Brad Paisley has been a huge highlight.
Yeah, I can imagine you're learning a lot from that. You look absolutely fantastic. Apparently, we match. This is amazing. It's Lindsay L, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Star Trek. This is amazing. Have a fantastic time tonight, and all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for continuing to watch the CCMA Awards pre-show presented by CBC Music right here on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and cbcmusic.ca. We're getting closer to the big show. Remember, it will be at cbcmusic.ca immediately following this. This is just about the biggest group we could fit on this green carpet.
Right,
I want to say a big hello to Cold Creek County. Hello, gentlemen.
How you doing? How's everything?
Everything is going just fine. I want to congratulate you on your nomination for Group of the Year. What would it mean to you to take that hardware home today?
I think it'd be an awesome experience for us, but we've said it time and time again. It's really not about winning an award. It's just about being here and you know, taking the experience in. So, but if we did get the win, that would be awesome for sure. Yeah.
You guys have been busy all weekend long. I've seen you out at events. You've been performing at FanFest, getting together with fans. What has been one of the standout moments for you?
I'd say being my hometown. So, you know, music bringing me back to my hometown for this and being my first CCMA, it's just too cool.
What has it been like? Have you had family and friends kind of hanging out at your events?
Yeah, all my family and friends, they are here today, and yeah, it's just a cool time.
Let's just bring them all onto the carpet.
Yep, bring them up.
You, the group, and everybody that you know. Have you had a chance to meet one of your heroes here this weekend?
Well, we kind of know a lot of the people now, but I think everybody's a hero to us. I mean, just being able to play music for a living and be at the table, it's great. I mean, Lindsay L was just here. Megan Patrick, she's a superstar. We love everybody, so it's just a good time for us, yeah.
The females really are rocking this thing, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, that's for sure, yeah.
Which performance are you really looking forward to seeing here tonight? We have a lot of them coming up for you in the CCMA Awards.
Dallas?
Yeah?
Yeah, Dallas, that'd be great.
Yeah, James Barker Band for sure. We love those guys for sure, yeah.
I don't know, JJ, is he playing? He was awesome last night.
I don't know if he's
Blake Shelton, I want to see Blake Shelton.
Right. Blake Shelton, the American superstar who will be gracing our stage here today at the CCMA Awards. Well, I think that you have had one heck of a time, this being in your hometown. Anyone you want to say hello to now that Canada's watching?
Mom, Dad, hi.
Absolutely.
Now, when it comes to your fans, because I have seen you interacting with them over this weekend, how does their support impact what you guys do?
It's the fans that really keep us out there and on the road, and you know, they go to work every day, you know, 9-to-5 jobs, and they spend their money to come to our shows and support us, and it's up to us to show them that same support. You know, so we can't wait to get down here along the line here and say hi to everybody and to all our fans back at home and our families. So it's gonna be a great time.
I will not hold you up. Cold Creek County, get on over there. Enjoy your night. Thanks so much. Let's head on over to Ultimate Fan, Scott Sykes.
Hey y'all, we're back with some amazing fans here. They're seeing the stars arrive. They're having a great time. Who have you excited to see so far?
A lot of people, except my heart is with Brett Kissel.
Do you see what's happening over there?
I do. I've always wanted to meet Cece and the girls, so I'm really, really excited.
Nice. Now, is this your first CCMAs?
Yes, it is.
Oh, now what have you liked so far about it?
Everything, the shows, the Country Music Week. I'm a big country music fan, so it's all been amazing.
Now, outside of meeting Brett Kissel, if it happens, so you're an old hat at it? Awesome. Anybody else that you've been excited to see this week?
Definitely Brett Young. I've always wanted to meet him, and so I've been like starstruck by him, so it's amazing.
Now, of all the amazing country music that has been released this year, what's your current favorite song?
Oh my God. Well, there's one that's currently not released yet by, of course, Brett Kissel. And what's it called again? We Were That Song? Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm really nervous right now.
Well, it's safe to say we got a fantastic Brett Kissel fan here, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day.
We are now here with Tim Hicks and his beautiful wife. Do you want to introduce me to your date?
Yeah, sure. This is my beautiful wife, Amanda.
truly is my better half.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks so much for joining us here. Now, Tim, you took over our CBC Music Instagram account this weekend, bringing us into the gala last night.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, what has been one of your most special moments you've experienced here this weekend?
This weekend, I think just being in Saskatoon, not in the dead of winter, has been fantastic. Every time we're in town, it seems to be snowing. So it really is a beautiful city, and we got to explore it a little bit, and I can't wait to come back.
It feels like summer in Saskatoon right now, by the way. The sun is shining. It's a very windy day, but it is really beautiful. Absolutely. Congratulations on your nomination for Male Artist of the Year. Yes. Can you tell me a fellow artist that you really admire or look up to?
Yeah, in Canada, you mean? You know, there's a great scene right now. I think probably Dallas Smith. I really like a lot. I love Chad, Jason Blaine. I mean, I can't pick just one. These are all guys that kind of helped forge the path that allowed me to kind of be a part of this whole thing. So, you know, it's a really great family here in Canada, especially in Canadian country music.
We've talked a lot about that family.
Yeah,
in one of the
like that, you know?
in one of the videos we shot with you, you talked about if you had a chance to talk to your younger self, you would have said, just worry less. Just worry less.
Well, that comes from my mother because she's a worrier and so I'm a worrier, you know. And I wish that I had just relaxed a little bit more when I was coming up through the clubs, you know what I mean, and had a little bit more fun. With that being said, I mean, being serious about what I did sort of got me to here. So.
Time for you to relax, take in the moment, enjoy your time on the carpet.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Tim.
I am here standing with one of my close friends, one of my good friends, and one of the sweetest ladies I have ever met, Miss Madeline Merlo. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, you are
Crazy energy here.
It's incredible. It's incredible, isn't it? Canadian country music fans are the best kinds of fans, right? Now I got a question for you. You are up for Female Vocalist of the Year. How you feeling?
I feel good. I mean, I've had such an amazing year and I've been blessed by radio and all the fans, and I'm just excited to be here and honored to be nominated. I know everyone says that, but it really is an honor to be nominated, so yeah.
What does being a strong woman in country music, what kind of honor, what is that like for you?
It's incredible, and I think that there's a lot of female country fans, and to be a female and run your own business. I'm 23 years old and I run Madeline Merlo Incorporated, and there's a lot of women in this industry that I look up to, and I hope to be somebody like that for others as well.
Well, I can tell you, you definitely are. You look great. I know you're going to sound amazing tonight. I can't wait to see you on stage, and have a wonderful time in there. All right, I'll see you in there.
Thank you.
We are here with James Barker Band. Now, this group has to be acknowledged for the fact that they have 5 nominations at this year's CCMA Awards. How does it feel to get that much love from your peers and your fans?
It feels pretty good. We're super excited to be here. It's been we love everybody in this industry, so we're really just happy to be here and happy to be recognized.
You're definitely being recognized in so many ways. So not only are you considered to be rising stars, but you're also getting other accolades like Album of the Year, Single of the Year. So tell me, what has been one of the sweetest moments from this past year?
Honestly, it's so hard to put a pin on which moment it would be. It's been such a special year. Last year we came in and we were just coming to the G entrance and just kind of happy to just be taking part in it. And this year it's just like it's blown up. Whether it be going all over the United States on a radio tour or getting on tour with Dean Brody, it's just been an amazing year in general.
So you're getting your hand with American fans. You're seeing a ton of Canadian fans at shows. What is the biggest difference, would you say, between all these different fans?
I honestly think it's kind of they're not all the same, but the craziest thing is we've found no matter where we go in the world really is that if somebody loves and believes in your music, they'll do anything for it. They'll get to the shows early, they'll buy your music, they'll buy your merch, they'll wear their shirts and post pictures and send you a Snapchat singing to their songs. It's just if you do something people like, they return the favor.
It looks like you guys have so much fun together. What do you think makes it work? What do you think makes it work with this group?
I think it's just multiple different personalities, not multiple personality disorder, but a unique set of personalities that just kind of mesh well together.
Well, I think you're going to have a blast in there. Can you tell me anything about the performance and what we can expect from you?
Let's just say we change gears maybe once or twice. That's it.
All right. Change clothes or gears?
Maybe
Stay tuned for that. Over to Scott.
Hey y'all, I am here with some amazing girl power here on the John Deere green carpet. We have Allie and Zoe together, the Lovelocks. Thank you so much for stopping by, you guys. How are you feeling today?
We are so excited to be here. There is nothing like walking the John Deere green carpet.
Oh, amazing. Now, whenever you guys perform together, you have seen such great dynamic energy. How did you guys meet?
We actually met singing in church over 10 years ago. We quickly became fast friends, and the rest is history.
Nice. And what about singing in church made you realize, hey, we are pretty amazing together?
Oh, well, I don't know that we ever realized that, but thank you. But you know what? Whenever we sang together, people would always say, you girls just sound like sisters. You really need to do something. And then we started songwriting together, and kind of the rest is history.
Amazing. Now, you're here as part of CCMA Week with all these amazing country music artists and fans. What does the support of the country community mean to you along your journey?
Honestly, country music fans are the best fans in the entire world. We would not be where we are today without the support of our fans in this incredible community. So hope you guys enjoy the day. This is going to be a spectacular show.
Amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by and have a fantastic night.
Thank you.
We are here with Dean Brody and Chevy Price. I have to tell you, too, I am really looking forward to your performance tonight. Can you tell me what it was like to get ready for this rap country collaboration and Beautiful Freak Show?
I mean, it was kind of scary at first because I didn't know Chevy, but I was like, I heard a lot about her, and so a friend of mine and hers was like, you guys need to get together, like, she's amazing. And so first time I called Chevy, I was a little intimidated because I don't know, I just was like really I respected her art, and I knew it was from a totally different genre, and I was like, I don't even know if this girl's gonna care about my song, and sure enough she did, and so it's been really cool. Yeah.
What was that phone call like for you when you received it from Dean Brody?
It was quite interesting. I was really excited though because they had already sent me some of the song, the beat and everything, and it was the one for me. That's what it was.
Well, we can't wait to see it perform tonight on the CCMA Awards, which, by the way, will be on immediately following the CCMA pre-show. Dean, I have to tell you before you go that you obviously have the love of country music fans. You're nominated for the Apple Music Fan Choice Award, and you remember that you can vote on Facebook and Twitter using the hashtag FansChoiceDean. What do the fans mean to you?
Mean a lot. I mean, without my fans, I wouldn't be doing what I love, and I love singing, I love writing songs, and you know, when we're out at a show and we're singing our songs and people are singing them back to us, it's pretty amazing. It just makes you feel like, wow. Because when you're off alone writing a song, you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. As artists, we're kind of hard on ourselves. So when we get out there and we play and the response is so great, it's awesome.
You'll see those fans tonight in the audience, and I'm sure they'll be singing along. Chevy Price, Dean Brody, thanks so much.
What's up, y'all? It's your man, JoJo Mason, and I am fangirling a little bit because this is one of the guys I grew up listening to, Mr. Alan Doyle. How you feeling today, man?
I feel great. Thanks so much for having me. And it's beautiful here in Saskatoon, and it's always good to be here part of the Country Music Week. It's great.
That's great, man. Now, you're presenting an award to one of my favorite country artists, Mr. Dean Brody. You've been on stage with Mr. Dean Brody. How did you two connect?
Mostly, Dean got a hold of me because he wanted to have one of these songs sort of have a bit of a Newfoundland Celtic vibe. Because, you know, he's always trying to push the envelope for what country music is like. And we kind of met over the phone first, and then we recorded a bunch of the good It's Friday stuff. And then we met up after that, and we did a few songs since, and just good fun. And he's a great guy, and I love that his eyes and ears are always open to include new things, and that's what music should be like.
I totally agree. What do you feel like country music and Celtic music? What's the connection between them two?
You know what? Right now, it's great nights out. It seems like the two kinds of music are all about like giving people a great night out and a great party and a great time. And that's what I love about Canadian country music right now is that those are the guys that are putting on the best shows, and it's great fun. It's great to be a part of it.
That's awesome, man. Well, Alan, have a wonderful evening, man, and we'll see you in there, brother. All right? All right, take it easy.
We were waiting for the sparkle to arrive, and CBC sports broadcaster Andy Petrollo, she brought all the sparkle we needed. Hi, Andy.
Hello. Yes, I feel like a disco ball, but I also feel very glamorous.
You're bringing the party. CCMA Awards, it's all about the party. Can you introduce me to your special guest here, Kiana?
Yes, I am so excited to be presenting tonight with Kiana Joseph, who is an under-19 soccer player playing the Indigenous Games, brought home bronze, so did very well at the games, and we all know I love soccer, so why not pair with a soccer player?
I need to know, Andy, how did you prepare for tonight's CCMA Awards? Did you have a little crash course in country?
You know what, I did. I mean, first of all, I know country music and I know the artists, and it's just an absolute thrill to be here. But the difference between coming to a music awards as opposed to a sports awards is I'm able to glam it up just a little bit more and have a little bit more fun. So that was my prep, a little bit more time in hair and makeup.
What are you looking forward to most, Kiana, with tonight's performances or artists you may meet?
Probably just like presenting and meeting artists and yeah.
Well, you'll meet a lot of them as you make your way down the carpet. Andy, I'm going to end with you. You have hosted so many sports events. You've been to the Olympics. You've been to the NHL Awards. What feels different about this country event?
I'm feeling giddy. I'm feeling like a true fan. I saw Alan Doyle. I'm a little obsessed with Great Big Sea, so I get to be a little bit of a fan tonight. And I think that's the difference. You're a little bit more pro when it's your working environment.
All right, well, bring that sparkle on in there. Kiana, Andy, thank you so much.
Hey y'all, I am here with the amazing JJ Shiplet and his beautiful wife Rebecca. JJ, I am in awe of you. Your voice, your guitar playing is absolutely outstanding. Now, you have formed a lot of bonds with everybody here in the Canadian country community. Why do you think the Canadian country community is so strong?
Well, you know, a lot of nice people, and the good people, they all come together. And I mean, it's something like this, they're just, it's nice people everywhere, and I mean, that's about as good as it gets.
Nice. That's amazing. Now, of all the people that you've met this week and in the past, who are your biggest Canadian country influences?
Well, I'm a big Jason McCoy fan. I'm a big Jason McCoy fan, and he's a great songwriter, great singer. He's an entertaining dude.
Yeah.
And then, I've recently got to know the boys at Washboard Union pretty well, and they're about as classy as it gets.
Sweet, amazing. Yeah. Now, we're about to have the amazing CCMA Awards. What are you most looking forward to tonight?
Well, I think it's going to be a fun show. I caught a little bit of a glimpse of the rehearsal in there, and I think it's going to be a good day.
Amazing. Have a fantastic time. Thank you for taking the time. Enjoy your night.
I'm so happy to be here with Adrian Arsenault and Andrew Chang, the two new hosts of the National on CBC. We're feeling the CBC love here today. I love this. You're looking so glam, you two. Adrian, I want to know, what is it that you're looking forward to most tonight?
You know what? Tonight I'm looking forward to a new earworm. I feel like I'm going to get one tonight. I don't know if it's going to be Dean Brody, I don't know if it's Dallas Smith, but I know it's coming.
Well, so the funny thing is that I don't know about you, but on the way here, I was listening to all kinds of Dallas Smith just to try to get into the mood. So all of a sudden, like, I've got Side Effects in my head right now, and we're going to be introducing him tonight, which is super exciting too.
Well, there's no mistake. You're not the only one that's listening to Dallas Smith on repeat. He actually won Album of the Year this year in Canada. So yes, Dallas Smith is definitely the artist that you want to have a little country crash course with. Now, when it comes to country music, you both have covered so many different events working at CBC News. But what is the vibe you're getting here at what we're calling the ultimate family reunion?
Well, we're just arriving, so it's hard to say, aside from the fact that this is the coolest red carpet I've ever seen. You know what, everyone's been really great, and I know that at FanFest yesterday, people were lining up to get their autographs taken, pictures taken and autographs from these artists before they were even finished singing. So there seems to be like real genuine enthusiasm here, which is really nice, and all these performers seem so accessible to people, which seems so rare.
They definitely are, for sure. That's one of the things about country music and the fans. There's a really strong link there, for sure. Yeah. Tell me about what you think is going to be kind of like the standout performance of the night.
Oh my gosh! Well, I mean,
you have to say one.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas Smith. I think is he wrapping out the show tonight? I think he's one of the last acts tonight. So and we're gonna set him up. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And as far as the vibe goes, I mean, gosh, as journalists, we don't get to do a whole lot of red carpets, right? I was kind of hoping this one would be red. Green will do. Yeah. No, it's a nice touch. But the vibe is good. The energy is good. It's relaxed. It's tight all at the same time. That's country, I guess.
Green carpet, enjoy your time here. And I can tell, you're already the biggest Dallas Smith fan we've had walk this carpet, Andrew. Thanks so much.
It's in my head, thanks.
Hey y'all, I am absolutely honored to be standing beside the amazing Allie. Allie, how are you doing tonight?
Amazing, how are you?
I'm having the time of my life. Now tonight, you are nominated for Female Artist of the Year. How does that feel?
Oh, incredible. And what a great city to be nominated in. I'm so excited to be in Saskatoon.
Amazing. It's a glorious city. Now, how has the support of the country music family that you see all around you for the last couple of days, how has that helped you on your journey?
Oh, they've changed my life. They've made where I am today possible. So I'm so lucky for the fans. We are blessed as artists.
Amazing. Now, of all the people that you've seen this week, who are your heroes in the Canadian country community?
Carolyn Dawn Johnson, for sure. Paul Brandt, seeing him inducted last night. great people. I mean, lots of upcoming artists too. It's amazing. I love it.
It's so much fun. And do you want to make any shout outs to anybody here or at home watching?
Ooh, I have my whole entire family here. They're from Blaine Lake, Saskatchewan. So my grandma's sitting with me on the floor tonight. I'm so excited. All of my family. It's going to be fun. Let's do this.
I know of all the time that you've spent here this weekend, what has been the highlight? If you can pick just one.
Oh, just one. Vern's Pizza last night. So good.
That's amazing. I had TJ's Pizza. I have to try Vern's next time. Now, you're from Saskatchewan?
Edmonton's home for me, but my mom's from here. So,
So it's a bit of a homecoming.
Definitely.
And who are you most excited to see perform tonight at the CCMAs?
Ooh, Blake Shelton, for sure. Yeah.
He's a legend. It should be fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. Have an amazing night and all the best in the future.
Thank you very much.
We are here with Jerry D of CBC's Mr. D.
Yeah.
Hi, you're looking very
Cool,
country,
looking country.
Jerry.
Didn't know what to wear, so someone gave me this.
Someone just handed it to you in the
Bolay,
parking lot?
What's it called? A bolay? Something?
You're fitting
No, I
in
got it
just fine.
All right, nice. We're both wearing blue, too.
We are, yes, because it's a green carpet, and we don't want to, you
Yeah.
know, just turn green along with the carpet. I was told, do not wear green
It's
today.
a weird color for this because it's the green screen, right? But
Got it.
We'll be fine.
Jerry, you're telling me that you actually are quite familiar with country music. So did you get the country music cranking as you were heading here to the CCMA
Yeah,
Awards?
I started listening to some of the nominees because I wasn't as familiar with a lot of them. But, you know, I was listening to Jason Blaine a couple years ago when I was introduced to him. And when I went to university, I was, you know, still very big Blue Rodeo fan. The Rankin family, you know, Vince Gill, and if we go to the Americans. But there's so much talent here in Canada. It's just, it's great to see.
What is it about the country music community that you think is like so inclusive and just
look
lets
at
you kind of
this.
be part of it all?
Look at all the people. I had no idea that there was this many people outside waiting to just see, you know, the country stars. They're not here to see us. So it's a testament to the province here in Saskatchewan and how they support country music, which I know they do very strongly. So it's an honor to be here. It's great. I've never done anything in the country realm, so this is fun.
Your first time on a green carpet?
Yeah, first time on a green carpet. I've done a green screen, but not a green carpet.
Have fun in there.
Thank
Jerry
you.
D of CBC's Mr. D. Let's head on over to JoJo.
I think I looked at that camera.
Guys, I am here, and I am so excited to be here with these two actors. Now, this is Mr. Paul Sung Lee and Mr. Andrew Fung. How y'all doing?
Good. Excited to be here. Loving Saskatoon so far.
That's the best, you guys. Now, I know that you guys aren't country music fans, but do you think today will be the day you guys get converted?
Oh, hell yeah, we are. It's like a rock party right now. If this is the life, I want in on this. Big trucks, big costumes, glitter, hats. I want all of that.
That's it. Now, I got a question for you guys. Now, how did you two prepare for an evening like tonight, walking this green carpet, seeing so many crazy fans? How did y'all prepare for this night?
We had a big lunch, basically. Because one of the things about doing award ceremonies is you realize that you are always on the go, especially something as big and as glamorous as this. You're constantly on the go. They treat the celebrities fantastically over here, but the other side of that is you don't have time for yourself to really eat. So we load up beforehand, so we're ready and we have the stamina to meet all the fans and to say hi to all the other celebrities.
And the truth is, we're Calgary boys. So we landed in yesterday, and we're like, where can we get 2 steaks? And we got a steak, and honestly, we met some of the nicest people asking us, why are you here? What are you doing here? What's the award? And it was so nice. Everyone we talked to was so nice. Even the cleaning lady in the hotel.
Yeah.
Just, what are you doing? Why are you dressed like that? I'm like, I'm telling her, she's amazing. Then she gives me 2 water bottles.
Stop.
Stay hydrated. That's what she says.
Now, fellas, I'm from Saskatchewan, so I know only the finest people come from Saskatchewan. And gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging with me. We'll see you in there, all right, guys? It's your man, JoJo Mason, coming to you from the green carpet, the John Deere green carpet, y'all. I'm gonna walk it. I'll see y'all in there. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, JoJo JoJo Mason. It was too much fun having JoJo as one of our correspondents for the CCMA Awards pre-show here on CBC Music. JoJo, thank you. That was awesome. And remember, we are getting closer and closer to today's big event, the CCMA Awards, of course. So immediately following this pre-show, you'll be able to watch the awards live at cbcmusic.ca. Later on tonight on CBC TV at 8 p.m. across the country and 8:30 Newfoundland time. Now back to my special guest standing beside me right now. We have Eric Pasley. And Eric, introduce me to your beautiful date.
This is my wife, Natalie. She looks lovely, doesn't she?
You do.
Y'all both look lovely.
Hi, Natalie. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Now, I have to say, both of you, you're no strangers to this country music scene. And one of the things that we love about the CCMA is that it really feels like the ultimate family reunion. Why do you think there is this strong sense of family here?
That's what country's about, you know. I think that's what music's supposed to do, bring people together. And I think Nashville and Canadian country music are always tied together. We get to hang out together. I've been up here touring a lot and get to write with a bunch of the cats that come down to Nashville to try to catch songs with us. So it's just cool to be together, and I call every show like this a family reunion, just like you called it. It's great.
I have to tell you, are you just pulling them over to Nashville, or what's going on? I feel like more and more of them are moving over there.
I don't know. I don't blame me. I'm from Texas. You know. It just, you got, you know, if you want to hit oil, you got to stand on it once in a while and then go spread it around. So it's cool.
Seems opposite to me. This is my first time up here, and feels like all my friends came up. I think this might be the most Nashville people ever.
We're all coming to Canada.
Yeah, we're moving.
What the heck? I've played more shows here this year than I ever have. It's awesome.
Well, we are welcoming you with open arms here in Saskatoon, definitely. So what is it about Canadian fans then that makes them so special?
Y'all are wild. Y'all can like get drunk or drink a lot and still like listen. It's amazing. We were actually here on Canada Day, 150 years celebrating, and it was awesome. We kind of cruised around. We kind of commandeered a John Deere Gator and cruised around in it and saw all the fans, and it's just great. It's just always cool getting to meet new fans. I feel like I'm getting to make new fans every time we come up here. So we love everybody here, and glad that we're here celebrating the awards with y'all tonight.
Eric and Natalie, you two can be honorary Canadians, okay? We just made it official right here on the CCMA Awards carpet. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, y'all. I am absolutely thrilled to be standing next to Canadian country loyalty, the queen herself, Miss Jess Moskaluke. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I am thrilled to be standing next to you. I've seen you perform so many times. You're absolutely brilliant. And you are nominated tonight for Female Artist of the Year. How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of pressure this year. It's my mom's birthday today. Oh, no way. So I'm really hoping to take one home from my mom.
Happy birthday. Now, this isn't old news for you. This is your 4th time being nominated. You've won the last 3 years. Does it change at all?
No, I mean, it changes every year just because there are different people in the category every year, and this year in particular, if I were to win, I would be fortunate enough to be tied with Michelle Wright for most consecutive wins in that category. So this year changes just a tiny little bit, but it's no less important every year.
Michelle Wright, another Canadian legend. Now, you have done so well for yourself. What advice would you give to other women kind of breaking into the country music industry?
Don't wear a skirt on the red carpet when it is this windy, because I can't move my hands. So that's the best piece of advice that I wish someone gave me today.
Yeah, it's pretty windy. Now, you're from Saskatchewan. Yeah. Are you used to this wind? Are you used to this weather?
Yeah, sure. We're used to all weather because we get everything all the time. So, yeah, it's been a windy one.
Amazing. Now, what kind of energy do you get from playing at the CCMA in front of that crowd?
It's nerve-wracking because it's country music's night in Canada. It's the best of the best are here performing, and especially this year being at home in Saskatchewan, I really want to make sure that I do the absolute best that I can, and then celebrate with all my friends after.
Amazing. You know, I love you. I'm a huge fan. You're gonna have a fantastic night. All the best, and I'm thrilled to be next to Jess Moskaluke. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am so excited to be standing by with the Washboard Union. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I need to congratulate you right off the bat for winning Roots Group of the Year yesterday.
Thank you very much.
You seemed kind of surprised. Like, it was a really genuine moment. How did that feel hearing your name?
We were absolutely shocked, blown away. The competition was amazing. They're all our friends, they're all our pals, and we honestly didn't think we were going to win that.
Okay, Okay, but there are more nominations coming up here today too, right?
That's it, yeah.
So I want to know, last year you won the Rising Star Award. I want to know how that actually impacted your last year, now looking back.
Well, you know, it's interesting because with Rising Star, there is your industry acknowledges the fact that you are doing something, and we had our busiest summer yet. I think we had 27 shows this year, up to this since June. So, I mean, it increased our live show. People actually know about us now. Thank you very much, fans. Really appreciate it.
You guys know these guys? You familiar in Canada?
Yeah, you know, people are singing along to the songs now, and that just the energy towards the crowd and that symbiotic relationship is what we feed on. That makes the show better. You know, so thank you.
I heard you mention yesterday in one of your speeches following winning that award that it has been so incredible for you to meet some of your idols. Can you tell me what it's been like to kind of hang out with them this weekend?
Yeah, you know, we've been welcomed into the country music family in the last couple of years by everyone. It's been incredible. We've become fast friends with guys like Dallas and Dean and Chad and all these people. I met Paul Brandt this weekend, and he came and told me that he was a fan of Washboard Union, and I nearly fell over. So it's incredible to be part of this family. There's so much great music being made, so many great emerging artists on the way. So Canadian country music is in a great place, and it's going to be in a great place for years to come.
Yeah, well said. I'll tell you right now, to Aaron's point, how busy we've been since we won the award last year, and our agency, Sakamoto Agency, has been nonstop. They've kept us busy because of this, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
Love that. Can you give me something that we can expect from your performance here tonight? Because other fellow artists have said they're really looking forward to it.
Well, you know, it's always great. We've often done most of our performances with pants on, so we figured we're not going to give anything away, but we'll leave that.
This year could be special.
It
could be really special. Tonight, get ready to shine. It's going to be great.
Shine on, guys. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Enjoy your moment. Let's head on over to Scott Sykes, our CCMA
Hey y'all, we're
Ultimate
back here on the
fan,
John
who's
Dean
standing
Green
by
Carpet
with
with
his
some amazing
favorite
fans. Now, how have y'all been enjoying this John Deere green carpet?
This has been an amazing experience. Yeah.
Of all the people that you've seen walk by, who's your favorite?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's a few. Brett Young. Who else? Brett Kissel. Well, he's right across there. We haven't really met him yet.
Amazing. Now, the CCMA Awards are about to go down. Do you have any predictions or anybody that you think you want to win?
Dean Brody.
Looks like we have a vote for Dean Brody for Apple Music Fans' Choice. Keep in mind, you can still vote for your favorite Canadian country artists online. Are you excited? It's the CCMAs, you guys. Okay, so out of everybody else that's still walking down this carpet, who do you want to see?
Brett Kissel.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I have no power. But we're had such a great time here on the John Deere red carpet. Stick around for the CCMA Awards. It's going to be amazing.
I am so thrilled and honored to be standing with Canadian country music legend Paul Brandt and his beautiful wife here today. Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing so great. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Congratulations on your induction into the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame, Paul. I was there last night. Your speech brought so many of us to tears. It was an amazing moment. Reflecting on last night, what did it feel like to get that call?
You know, I got to say that this has been probably the most surreal weekend of my entire life. You know, to be able to be associated with all of these other amazing acts, past and present. You know, I had so many of my friends that are there, and to be able to be there celebrating with the entire industry that's responsible for the success was a wonderful, wonderful thing for me.
And what is it like now to be in this Hall of Fame with so many other incredible Canadian country artists?
I'm not really sure that it's completely sunk in. You know, I feel honored and privileged to have the opportunity to make music for people. You see all the fans that are here tonight. This night is for them, and to be able to be here is it's a privilege, and I'm very, very thankful.
I will tell you that as we have been talking to some of the emerging artists in this country, as they're walking the carpet, they're telling me that you are truly one of their idols and one of their mentors. Why is it important for you to play that role in this Canadian country scene?
Honestly, I think the reason that it's important to me is because I learned so much getting a chance to just hang out with my friends. We share all of this, and it's all about community. You know, when we can share our experiences, we understand each other better. And I think that that's something that we need not only in the music business, but in life in general. And so I love being a part of the community.
Is there somebody or is there something about the Canadian country scene right now that really excites you?
You know, I look at what's going on with Canadian country music right now and how we're just, you know, charging full force into the entire world. I'm proud to be associated with it. I'm proud that I've been able to be a part of it for the last 20 years, and I'm excited about the journey that I'm getting ready to go on next.
I really want to know from your perspective what it has been like to see Paul meeting with all of these other fellow country artists this weekend and kind of seeing what he means to them.
Oh, it's been awesome. We've been having a great time, and I love coming here and supporting him and just being here.
Well, now that you had your moment last night, I'm sure it's starting to sink in slowly. You can relax a little bit more here today. What are you looking forward to at the CCMA Awards?
This has been the most relaxing weekend of my entire life. Everyone's been so nice, and they're treating us like royalty, and it's just been amazing. So I think for me, it's just enjoying the night, listening to some great music tonight, and getting to say thanks to everybody.
You're relaxed, cool, calm, and collected. Congratulations again,
you.
Paul. Such
Thank
an
you so
honor to
much.
have you on the green
Thank you,
carpet.
everybody. Thank you.
All right, so there's so much more coming up because you are watching the CCMA Awards show. But guess what? The awards are just around the corner. So be sure to continue to watch here on cbcmusic.ca. Well, what a thrill that has been. I have to tell you that it's time to say goodbye and sign off from the CCMA Awards pre-show here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. It has been a windy hour and a half, but I hope you've enjoyed getting closer access to your favorite country stars. And if you aren't familiar with country, we invite you to stick around because you will see some CCMA performances that are truly going to knock your boots off. So here's how to watch. If you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, head on over to cbcmusic.ca right now. We'll have the awards starting live. If you're interested in watching on CBC TV, it'll be on at 8 p.m. across the country, 8:30 Newfoundland time. From all of us here at the CCMA Awards pre-show, I want to say thank you so much for watching and continue to watch. I'm Monika Platek, and we'll see you soon.
Following is a live CBC Music presentation.
Live from the SaskTel Center in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, please welcome High Valley.
I'll be the soldier out on the front line. You be the courage in my heart to fight. I'll be the outlaw, bounty on my head. You be my shelter, safe place to rest. I'll be the weakness, you be the staying strong. I'll be the sunrise, you be the all night long. Ah, darling, you're the only perfect part of me. Without you, my life is incomplete. Our love's a melody that lingers on. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the sinner out on the back row. You be salvation, saving my soul. I'll be the sailor out on raging seas. You be the lighthouse guiding me. I'll be the weakness, you be the staying strong. I'll be the sunrise, you be the all night long. Ah, darling, you're your song. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the singer, you be the song. I'll be the singer, you be the song.
Live from the heart of the prairies, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, it's the 2017 Canadian Country Music Association Awards. Featuring performances by Gord Bamford, Dean Brody, Chad Brownlee, Jim Cuddy, Tim Hicks, James Barker Band, Brett Kissel, Madeline Merlo, Jess Moskaluk, Megan Patrick, Chevy Price, Blake Shelton, Dallas Smith, the Washboard Union, and Brett Young. Now, please welcome to the stage our first presenters. From CBC Radio 2, Raina Duras, and SiriusXM Rising Star nominee, JoJo Mason.
What is up, Saskatchewan? How y'all doing tonight?
Let's hear it for High Valley opening the show. Think it got a little hotter in here.
Yo, this is a big night. This is a big night tonight. We have the best this industry has to offer right here in this room in Saskatoon.
And this room, this big night as you call it, has been made possible in part by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters, and of course, our public broadcaster, the CBC. Everyone all working together.
Girl, you know that's just how we do though, right? Everybody's welcome at our parties tonight. And tonight is gonna be a good one, y'all. Here in Saskatoon, the city of bridges, the Paris of the prairies. Look at all these fine people walking around this place right here, man. Come on now.
And they're all here for great music.
And some hardware, Y'all ready for this? Let me hear you. Here are the nominees for Male Artist of the Year, y'all.
Male Artist of the Year, Gord Bamford, Chad Brownlee, Tim Hicks, Brett Kissel, Aaron Pritchett, Dallas Smith.
And the CCMA Award for Male Artist of the Year goes to
Brett Kissel!
Yeah!
Unbelievable. Thank you, guys. This is so special, Saskatoon. This is something that I don't take for granted. I am so proud to get a chance to make music here in the greatest country in the world. And so thank you. And I would just like to say to our Hall of Fame inductee, which is Mr. Paul Brandt. He is one of the guys that, Paul, you got me into this business, and my wife Cecilia and I, we look up to you and Liz and your kids and our kids, and if I can be 1/100th as good as you've been to Canadian country music, I'll be very proud. So thank you, Paul, and thank you, Saskatoon.
She is nominated for 3 awards tonight, including Album of the Year. Please welcome Megan Patrick.
Baby,
starry nights, the air you breathe, that's who I am. Baby, you'll see if you come and be country. Under a spot upon a hill, the perfect place where we can build ourselves a home. Watch the red sunset paint the west, and lay my head down on your chest. Make love till dawn out here alone. I like to show you where I come from. Give me just one night, you'll fall in love with the starry nights, the air you breathe. That's who I am, baby. You'll see if you come and be country. I like to show you where I come from. Give me just one night, you'll fall in love. I like to show you where I come from. Give me just one night, you'll fall in love with the starry nights, the air you breathe. That's who I am, baby. You'll see if you come and be country with me. Be country with me. Still to come on the 2017 CCMA Awards. Performances by Dean Brody, Blake Shelton, and Jess Moskaluke. Stay with us.
I'm Madeline Merlo. On March 7th, 1980, a young singer by the name of Ellie Twain made her debut on the Tommy Hunter Show right here on the CBC. Ellie Twain would become Shania Twain and would go on to sell 85 million albums and become the best-selling female country artist of all time. March 7th, 1980 was a great night for Canadian country music.
I think the best Canadian country song is My Heart Has a History by Paul Brandt.
My heart has a history of letting
That was the first Canadian country song that I remember hearing and loving and knowing the words off by heart. Paul was also our first mentor, you know, so that song will always be so amazing.
The best Canadian country song has to be Dean Brody's Canadian Girls.
Canadian girls, Canadian girls.
It's got all the like little subtle things about Canadian girls that make them so awesome. Like even like the little Degrassi thing, like that's so like authentic, or like the toque, the flannel, brilliant. Way to go, Dean.
I don't know how anybody could possibly pick one Canadian country song. Obviously, over history, there have been thousands of fantastic ones. I would probably have to pick That's the Truth by Paul Brandt. That's what was in my mom's car all the time, a song that just kind of gives me a lot of memories. It's more a nostalgic thing for me.
My country jam is anything by Shania. Anything that came out in the late 90s and early 2000s. She really sort of paved the way and made a name for Canadian country music. Back in the day, you know, kind of dressing up and get down and dirty and dance to that. I may have owned some leopard print at one point too. I think we all did. She's a legend. You can't deny that she opened up a lot of doors and opportunities for a lot of people that followed afterwards.
My favorite Canadian country song is Born Again in Dixieland by Jason McCoy.
I was born again in Dixieland.
It's got killer lyrics, The dude kicks ass on the guitar. You feel the lyrics. They're so suggestive in what they are in that song that you feel them. It takes you to that sort of that beach moment where he's born again. I saw the Roadhammers play a couple weeks ago, and they still got it. They're badass as they've ever been. I think it's a pretty damn cool song.
One of my favorites ever is Simple Life by Carolyn Dawn Johnson.
Spend my days in sweet sunshine, rocking my swing and watch my garden grow.
It was actually one of the songs that I used to sing a lot when I was competing in talent shows and competitions when I was a kid. Just the lyrics were so visual. It paints this picture of this beautiful countryside. It just reminded me of being at home and those simple things in life.
I'm going to take everybody back a few years. Snowbird by Anne.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
A piece of poetry to me, and of course the melody's beautiful. That song was a song I grew up singing as a young girl, practicing my guitar in my room, wondering what it'd be like to be Anne Murray. I still sing that song to this day on my show.
For the first time together, give it up for Gord Bamford and Jim Cuddy.
You can top off the old tank, hit the TC highway, flip a nickel, pick a place from the rock out to BC. Couple tunes in the console, live it on the radio. Heavy foot on the gas and go anywhere they fly that Maple Leaf. We got the Blue Jays, we got the Pay Dirt, the greatest outdoor show on earth. We got the strongest beer, the biggest buck deer. Our roots run deep here in this land. Ain't it grand? King salmon and walleye, rainbow on a dry fly, sunset on a blue sky from a rocky mountain stream. Hockey night on Saturday, Don Cherry and Ron McLean, looking at the replays and fighting in between. We got the Blue Jays, we got the Pay Dirt, the greatest outdoor show on earth. We got the strongest beer, the biggest buck deer. Our roots are deep here in this land. Ain't it grand? We are the true North, strong and free. We live and die for what we believe. We got the Blue Jays, we got the Pay Dirt, the greatest outdoor show on earth. We got the strongest beer, the biggest buck deer. Our roots run deep here in this land. Ain't it grand? Ain't it grand? You can top off the old tank, hit the TC highway, flip a nickel, pick a place from the rock out to BC. Give it up for the 15th Wing, Moose Jaw. Thank you for what you do.
Our next presenters are not just singers, but songwriters who have both written #1 singles on more than one occasion. To present the CCMA Award for Single of the Year, please welcome Eric Pasley and Tebe.
Saskatoon, what's going on? How you guys doing?
All right, the category we're here to present is one that's near and dear to our hearts as songwriters.
The song is the first connection between the songwriter and the audience.
It is, and when you nail a number one, it's a great way to know that what you're writing is resonating with all y'all fans out there. My buddy Tebe just wrote his first number one in the U.S. for Justin Moore. Congrats, buddy.
Thanks,
yeah.
man. Thank you.
Heck yeah. Awesome.
Well, Eric, you're no slouch yourself, my friend. You've written how many number ones now? Five number one songs.
Crazy, right?
That's insane.
Crazy. Thank y'all for turning them up.
Let's meet the nominees for CCMA Single of the Year.
Single of the Year. Autograph, Dallas Smith. Cool with That, Brett Kissel. Lawn Chair Lazy, James Barker Band. Take Me Home, Jess Moskaluk. Time, Dean Brody.
And the CCMA Award for Single of the Year goes to...
Autograph, Dallas Smith.
Yeah.
You guys in the truck, get that beeper ready. You ready? Holy shit, thank you. Wow. Sorry, Charlotte, I'm chewing gum up here too. I apologize. Guys, thank you. I know that's, that Haley is streaming. Haley co-wrote this song. Haley Georgia, she's streaming this down in Nashville, and I what a great song. Thank you for letting me and trusting me with this song, Haley. I appreciate it. All the other writers, thank you so much. Thank you, Country Radio across Canada. You guys have been absolutely fantastic to me. All my fans, everybody, thank you so much. I want to thank my band, my family, my beautiful wife over there, everybody that supports me. I love you guys. Thank you so, so much. Thank you.
Our next presenter is nominated for Female Artist of the Year, and her new album, The Project, debuted at #1. Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsay L.
Hey, Saskatchewan, everyone having a good time? I'd like to take a minute to thank our friends at Potash Corp for putting on Potash Corp Country Music Week. Recently, a friend of mine, a certain country music star, was invited to play a private gig in a super hot underground location. That friend is Brett Kissel, and the underground location is the Quarry Potash Mine that's actually underground. Take a look.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. Welcome to Quarry.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me here. What you got for me?
We can make a miner out of any cowboy.
Look at this. Go from country star to a rock star. When was this built? This is amazing. Look at this place.
Our top speed, 800 feet per minute. We're going about 1 kilometer underground.
It's getting warm. Should have taken off my pants.
As you go down, we're about 300 to 400 million years ago. Ready?
Look at this, guys. How is the potash even here?
Well, Saskatchewan used to be part of the ocean. When the water evaporated, the salt and potash was left in the solid form. We're going to travel in this vehicle here.
And where are these built?
They're built right here in Saskatoon. This vehicle is called the Badger.
Look at this machine here. I will never forget this as long as I live.
Well, you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. You haven't heard me sing yet, though.
What an awesome experience. We'll see more of Brett's underground adventure a little later in the show. Our next performer is the first country artist to hit the platinum certification sales mark with a song released in 2017. Just a fun fact in case you didn't know. Get the flashlights out on your phones. Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Young.
Don't be shy.
Just the other day, I wrote down all the things I'd say. I couldn't, just couldn't. And baby, I know what you've been wondering. So here goes nothing. Come on. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, the way you look tonight, that second glass of wine, that did it. There was something about that kiss, girl, it did me in. Got me thinking, I'm thinking all of the things that I've been feeling. It's time you hear 'em. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, you got all of me. I belong to you. Yeah, you're my everything.
Hey, Canada, do you want to sing? Let me hear you.
Case. I would be lying if I said that I live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. Yeah, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, no, no. In case you didn't know, whoa, 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 whoa.
Still to come, awards for Female Artist and Album of the Year, and performances by Brett Kissel, Tim Hicks, and Dallas Smith. The 2017 Canadian Country Music Association Awards will be right back.
In my opinion, the best Canadian country song has got to be Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain.
Let's go, girls.
Not only is it like an iconic, great song, Shania Twain was able to do something that no Canadian's ever done. Love the message of the song. It's all about female empowerment, which was really good. So I think the song was ahead of its time.
I love a lot of Canadian country, but there's something about Corb Lund that I just can totally relate to. My favorite Corb song is $5 Bill.
I wrote my new song on a $5 bill, but I won't be able to sing it until I get hot on the trail for to pick up the track of the dirty little thief and get my $5 back.
I love how he's just talking about smuggling liquor into the States from Alberta. That's high quality song material right there. I love it. It's kind of angular what he's doing, and I think that's really cool. A little bit of like a punk rock DIY kind of a vibe to it. And it talks about a lot of the things that he knows, which is, you know, sort of little kitschy things that go along with being Canadian. He just does what he does, and people just react to it. It's cool. He's got such a hard ticket following and beating his own drum, and I love that.
This is a really tough question because there's a lot of songs to think of, but I'm going to have to go with Try by Blue Rodeo.
Oh, night after night, oh, it's great, yes.
It's just Jim Cuddy's vocal. I mean, that thing just stands alone. We do a Juno Cup. Well, it's Jim Cuddy's Juno Cup, basically, and I've had the honor of playing with him for the last few years, and he sings that song with another hockey player, and it's like the sing-off, so that song has a pretty special place in my memory bank.
My favorite country song would be Complicated by Carolyn Dawn Johnson.
It's so complicated, I'm so frustrated.
I think it has stood the test of time. I think it's so cool that a song that was released 16 years ago is still so relevant today. I grew up just picking up the guitar and loving what just something stripped down sounded like. The way that the lyrics just shone through with an acoustic guitar. And that song itself does really showcase that a lot.
Probably the best Canadian country song. This is a tough question because there's a lot of them. For me, I think back to Anne Murray's Can I Have This Dance?
Could I have this dance for the rest of my life?
Timeless song. It'll go on for decades and decades. You know, I've known that song since I was a little kid, and even my kids now today will know the song when it comes on. Simple lyrics, and Can I Have This Dance the rest of my life? I'll always remember. That's lyrically a great song.
If I had to pick a Canadian country jam, I would pick Hold My Beer by Aaron Burchett, brackets, While I Kiss Your Girlfriend.
And hold my beer while I kiss your girlfriend.
Aaron, I'm gonna have to say the lyrics on that one.
The boldness of that song?
Yeah. It takes me back to a little bar in Vancouver, the outskirts, called Roosters. I watched Aaron Burchett perform there as a young kid, and that was like one of my favorite songs, and I always put it on when I'm having a few wobbly pops.
She will be the host of Olympic Games Morning on CBC. And joining her is local soccer sensation. Please welcome Andy Petrillo and Kiana Joseph. Thank you for having us, Saskatoon. And before we get started, how about a round of applause for your hometown girl, Kiana, competing at the North American Indigenous Games this past summer, bringing home bronze. So, Kiana, your family must be very proud.
Thanks, Andy. They're actually here tonight and huge country fans.
Well, then they're in the right place if they're huge country friends. I come from an Italian family. They asked me if Andrea Bocelli was going to be here tonight. Yeah, no. It's great to have our other fans here. I see our TD contest winners are here in their TD chairs right up there. Wave, smile, look your best, because we're all staring at you now. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Well, like sports, being a part of a team takes a lot of work and dedication, and everyone needs to be pulling in the same direction to move forward.
It's no surprise that these next nominees have mastered just that and are up for Group or Duo of the Year.
So let's meet the nominees. Group or Duo of the Year. Cold Creek County. High Valley. James Barker Band. The Roadhammers. The Washboard Union. And the CCMA Award for Group or Duo of the Year goes to...
The Roadhammers.
This is a big surprise, I'll tell you. We're such big fans of all the artists in this category. We've been a band for 13 years. That doesn't happen without a great team. Our record label, Open Road, our manager, Ron Kitchener, CCMAs, all our friends at CMT over the years. Man, I'm tearing up here, can't believe it. All the country fans, and all our families, thank you so much.
I want to thank my kids back home, Ava and Bodie, and just everyone who supported this band. You can tell we have no fun at all. We don't like each other at all. But thank you guys for keeping us out on the road.
I'll quickly thank Steve Broadhurst, our drummer, Scooter Finley, our sound guy, and my wife at home, Tracy Dawn. I'm married up so far. Thank you all. Thank you.
And now, playing a brand new song that will be released to radio immediately after the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, Brett Kissel.
Saskatoon, how's everybody feeling on a Sunday night? That's what we need. Everybody up out of their chairs. Let's show the rest of Canada that the party is on the prairies. Can you make some noise, Saskatoon? We were the wild and the free and the wind. We were the backseat leaning in. We were the running wide open in the headlights. Hearts on fire in the midnight. We were the slow and the dance in the dust. Jack and Diane with the radio up. Living the line about loving and learning to fall and to fly in that summertime thing. We were the song on the radio playing. We were the words the singer was singing. Yeah, we were the oh, we were the hey that made you want to sing along. Yeah, we were that song. We were the good and the bad and the rain. We were the lonesome like a train. We were the let go, we were the hard road. We didn't know that it would end this way. We were the almost never not quite. We were the steel guitars for crying a line about loving and leaving and lonely. And the might have been. We were the song on the radio playing. We were the words the singer was singing. Yeah, we were the oh, we were the hey that made you want to sing along. Yeah, we were that song. And it goes feeling that you can't shake off, that I was a fool and you were the one. How did I ever let you get so gone? We were the song on the radio playing. We were the words the singer was singing. Yeah, we were the oh, we were the hey that made you want to sing along. Yeah, we were that song. I love it in Saskatoon. Come on, and it goes oh.
She is the beloved host of CBC Radio 1's Out in the Open, and he is a 19-time CCMA Award nominee and 3-time winner. Please welcome Pia Chattopadhyay and Aaron Pritchett.
Pia Chattopadhyay, Pia Chattopadhyay.
Hello,
That's
how
the best
great
name
was
ever.
that?
Unreal.
How
Brett
great-
Kissel.
How great it is. How great it is to be back in my hometown. That's
great. Pia, did you know the Canadian Country Music Association Awards were created as a result of the pioneering efforts from RPM Magazine's Stan Cleese and Walt Grealis?
And that drive and determination, those qualities, are a lot like our female nominees who have that drive and determination and just the right amount of swagger.
Absolutely. Let's meet the nominees for Female Artist of the Year.
Female Artist of the Year. Allie. Lindsay L. Madeline Merlo. Jess Moskaluk. Megan Patrick.
And the CCMA Award for Female Artist of the Year goes to Pia.
Megan Patrick!
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I'm shaking. Look at me. I'm shaking so hard right now. I have to start by thanking my first believers, my parents, and my little sister, Katie. I want to thank God for the beautiful gift He's given me and for putting me on the path to do what I love every day. My manager, Tracy, everything started when you came into my life. Thank you. You are a force. I thank God every day I landed with Warner Music, the best people in this room. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me be me. To my amazing publisher, Olay, for helping me become a better songwriter. To Vinny at Feldman for keeping me working and doing what I love. Canadian radio, my fans and friends, even the ones who were around when I was just playing dive bars. And of course, to my fellow nominees, you guys are all so amazing and you inspire me every day. And thank you to the CCMA. Thank you so much.
I'm Tim Hicks. On February 13th, 1999, Anne Murray sang the national anthem at the final home game at Maple Leaf Gardens. After the game, a 6-2 win for Chicago, Stompin' Tom Connors came out on the ice and performed the hockey song. February 13th, 1999 might not have been a great night for the Maple Leafs, but it was a pretty great night for Canadian country music.
Our next performer has over 1 billion radio impressions to date and celebrated back-to-back top 10 hits from his latest album, Hearts on Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Brownlee.
Maybe I've been drinking something I really shouldn't drink. And I'm halfway through 7 numbers I know I shouldn't call. Now I've been playing that song, I don't know better than to play. You pick up that phone, I'll say something I shouldn't say. Hey baby, do you miss me tonight? Hey, do you want to get it wrong just right? Let's make a mistake and let's make a few, baby. Do something we shouldn't do, baby. Something we shouldn't do. Bound to turn down the street and swore I'd never go back down. Bound to cross a bridge I would have should have burned by now. Bound to knock on the door you really ought to keep closed. Trying to piece back together something that's better off broke. Hey baby, do you miss me tonight? Hey, do you want to get it wrong just right? Let's make a mistake and let's make a few, baby. something we shouldn't do, baby. Something we shouldn't do. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you want to tell those lies like we don't know the truth, like we don't always end the way we always do? Let's pretend the sun ain't gonna come back up, ain't gonna shed some light the way it always does. Hey baby, do you miss me tonight? Hey, do you wanna get it wrong just right? Let's make a mistake and let's make a few later. Do something that we shouldn't do. See if it's over, it ain't over yet. Let's get all we can get out of the same regret. And make a mistake and let's make a few later. Do something that we shouldn't do, baby. Something that we shouldn't do. Something we shouldn't do, come on. Let's do something we shouldn't do.
Still to come, performances by Blake Shelton, James Barker Band, and a special presentation by Ron McLean. The CCMA Awards will continue in a moment.
The best Canadian country song, I would have to say Hasn't Hit Me Yet by Blue Rodeo. There's something about that song that I really, really love.
Hey, I guess it hasn't hit me yet.
Love this tune. It's so good. I sang it for a lot of years. The lyrical content of it really reminds me of Canada. This strange dichotomy of like redemption and sadness. I think it was the steel guitars and the mandolin that really set it apart from other songs.
In my opinion, the best Canadian country song is Brothers by Dean Brody. When I first heard it on the radio, it was well after it was actually released. And I really started falling in love with country radio. I quickly became a big fan of Dean Brody. I absolutely love that song. It just gave me goosebumps. That's kind of what got me on the Dean Brody train and became such a big fan of Dean. And he knows how much of a big fan I am of him.
In my opinion, the best country jam is a song called Alberta Bound by Paul Brandt. It talks about home. For Paul, it's Alberta. For me, it's Canada. Just anywhere that I'm in Canada, I feel at home. He actually talks about going across the Montana border into Sweetgrass, and that was actually how my first trip to Nashville was through that same border. That song has a lot of meaning for me. I just love it. I think Paul captured the emotion that someone like myself feels about my country and my home. How there's always that tug in your heart for your country and for where you're from.
My favorite Canadian country song of all time, George Fox, called Clearly Canadian. So if you haven't heard that one, you need to listen to it.
I'm clearly Canadian. This country always gets the best of me.
It's 1997. I'm in the St. Paul Glenavon School talent show. I'm 7 years old. What song do I sing? Clearly Canadian by George Fox. George Fox had just come to my hometown and put on a big fundraising concert, and I loved this song because what it meant to be Canadian. Where the wild geese fly under wine red skies and the stars burn bright over snow so wide. It just talks about Canada, every corner of our country, all wrapped into one 3-minute country song. George Fox did it best.
If I could give myself one piece of advice about getting into the industry, I would say, well, be careful who you trust.
Just go out there and play as many shows as possible.
Well, I would recommend that you take some time to enjoy the process and have fun with it. It can get pretty intense.
When you do start out, it can be very intimidating, it can be scary. A lot of the risks that you need to take can be very daunting.
Worry less. Worry less. It's all going to work out.
Don't sign the first thing that's put in front of you.
Be more confident and believe in what I'm trying to achieve.
This is a 24/7, 365 job. It doesn't ever shut off, ever.
Take your time. Take deep breaths as often as you can.
There really is no secret. It's about going and doing it because you love it. That's what it's all about. I think when you're authentic and when you Put yourself out enough that everyone else can see that you're risking something. Most of the time what happens is you turn around and there's an audience.
I'm Jessica Mitchell. On March 28, 1950, Nova Scotia's own Hank Snow recorded I'm Moving On at Brown Radio Productions in Nashville, Tennessee. Released in May of that same year, I'm Moving On stayed at #1 on the Billboard charts for a record 21 consecutive weeks. It was a record that lasted for 63 years. March 28, 1950 would prove to be an historic day for Canadian country music.
Our next presenter is a resident dragon on CBC's Dragon's Den. Please welcome Manjeet Minhas.
As an entrepreneur and dragon, I can tell you our next performer's stock is on the rise. And as a brewer, I love their song about beer, beer, beer. Ladies and gentlemen, the James Barker Band.
Hey, everybody.
Shades on, chilled out, songs up, AM radio, game on. Sitting outside, it's a hot 95 and the sun ain't sinking. We're day drinking, ain't thinking about doing much else. Got a lime in the bottom of this bottle. Can I get a refill? Ain't a cloud in the sky, ain't a worry on my mind. Looks like we're in the clear, clear, clear. Just living the life, cooler in the sunshine. Watching that ice disappear, peer, peer. Ain't doing nothing too crazy. Just getting larger, lazy. It's a party of the year, sitting right here. Somebody hand me a beer, beer, beer. Somebody hand me a beer, beer, beer. Somebody hand me a beer, beer, beer. These wheels can't spin fast enough. Now I can't wait to see you light up. We've got on that girl, there ain't no rush. My heart's racing, just thinking about the way you look, the way I feel, the way you move me. Stand still, say the word, you know I will, you know I will. 'Cause I get chills when I see you on a Friday night, stepping out on the porch in the moonlight so fine. You got time, I got time, girl. 'Cause I get chills downtown and skip the line, and I watch you dance in the party lot so fine. 'Cause you're mine, all mine, girl. 'Cause I get chills, oh, oh, yeah, I get chills, oh, oh, yeah, I get chills, baby. I get chills, oh, oh, yeah, I get chills, oh, oh, yeah, I get chills when I see you on a Friday night, stepping out on the porch in the moonlight so fine. If you got time, I got time, girl. 'Cause I get chills downtown and skip the light, and I watch you dance in the party lot so fine. 'Cause you're mine, all mine, girl. 'Cause I get chills, oh, oh, yeah, I get chills. Oh, oh, yeah, I get chills. Oh, oh, yeah, I get chills. 'Cause I get chills.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ron McLean.
All right, thank you. James Barker, Absolutely love those guys. Love everybody here tonight. What an honor it is. Paul Brandt. I wish I could go on about you and Elizabeth all night long, and Joey and Lily. This is a fantastic honor for me. It goes without saying. Brett Kissel kind of said it all right at the get-go, which was absolutely beautiful. My hat is a Paul Brandt Smith built that he gave me at Rogers Hometown Hockey in Cochrane last year. He's also played our tour in Lethbridge. He worked with me at the Calgary Stampede last summer. His hit songs, The Humanity, we all know about that. But when I think of Paul, first of all, in my profession, sports broadcasting, a PB is a personal best. That's when in the public eye, under all kinds of pressure, you perform your best ever. In my world, a PB is Paul Brandt. And they are absolutely one and the same. The best ever.
He is a fortunate man. He will be the first one to tell you. He had some talent, he got a break, and he went to work. A singer, a songwriter, a performer. After the calm, he took the world by storm. And as quickly as it started, his world became a different place. A man of faith, he never lost his. When the winds changed, he adjusted his sails, and we went with him. That fresh-faced kid came home and became a father. And still, he entertained us. As fortune continued to follow him, he found a way to give it away. He wrote his own history, and he isn't finished yet. In a world where we sometimes forget, tonight is a good time to remember, and a time to say thank you. We can't wait to hear what's next. Paul Brandt.
Inducted last night into the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame. I think we got it right, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Brandt. How do you thank a man like Paul? Merci beaucoup, Paul. Unbelievable. Here are some songs that inspired and moved us last year, the nominees for Video of the Year.
Video of the Year, Chills, James Barker Band. I Didn't Fall in Love with Your Hair, Brett Kissel. That's When You Know, Chris Buck Band featuring Kira Isabella. Time, Dean Brody. When a Mama's Boy Meets a Daddy's Girl, Aaron Pritchett.
The winner is I Didn't Fall in Love with Your Hair, Brett Kissel.
Thank you. Ron, to get this award from you tonight, you've been a hero and a friend to so many in Canadian country music and country music around the world. So Ron McLean, everybody, thank you for being a part of this. And Don Cherry better look out when you're looking that good, let me tell you. I just want to say a few thank yous. This song is inspired and it's very special for my wife and my family, for my mom back home who I know is watching on TV, and my friend Brett Wilson who's here tonight. Together we were able to donate over $50,000 in the first month to the Canadian Cancer Society, thanks to this song and this video, and I'm awfully proud of this. So thank you very much, everybody. This recognition and this honor might be the best one in the world, so thank you so much.
Still to come when the 2017 CCMA Awards continue. Performances from Madeline Merlo and Tim Hicks, and Blake Shelton presents the Apple Music Fans' Choice Award. Stick around.
It really kind of takes me back down memory lane a little bit, thinking about songs that impacted me. Blue Rodeo's Bad Timing.
Might be a fool to think that you do wanna see me again.
I don't think it can be really characterized as a classic country song unless it makes you cry just a little bit. I got a chance when the National Music Center, they were doing a fundraiser. I was there and Jim Cuddy was there. And he knocked on my dressing room door and he's like, hey man, I hear you've done this song a couple times. You want to come do Bad Timing with me on stage? And I was like, oh, you know, I mean, it's funny because I played it, you know, hundreds and hundreds of times. But just with him being there and him asking me, you know, now I'm Googling lyrics because like, I better not screw this up. You hear that intro on the harmonica, it grabs you. There's a melancholy that comes with it and also a hopefulness, an acceptance of the difficulty. At the same time, there's a resignation to it. I love that it captured all of those emotions in the one song.
There are a lot of good Canadian songs. I have to go with Moving On, Hank Snow. The sentiment of the song is country music. Hank Snow was a fellow Grand Ole Opry member, which I think is awesome because we don't have a ton of Canadian Opry members. And I got to cut it with Dean Brody as a duet on my Classics records. Moving On it is.
My favorite one is Katie Lang, Western Stars.
How long will my heart ache tonight?
Love the song. I love her voice. I think she's like my ultimate favorite Canadian singer. It's the most perfect, beautiful voice I've ever heard. I just think it's a really beautiful song. I toured with her. It was a dream come true. Whenever I hear the song, it actually reminds me of that tour that I got to do. And she's such an inspiration. I love her.
We feel that the best Canadian country music song is That Don't Impress Me Much by Shania Twain.
That don't impress me much.
I know in the context of her, it's about, you know, relationships, just wanting an ordinary guy and stuff like that. You know, when I think of the whole Canadian country music scene, we can all relate to that. We're not trying to be somebody special. We're just out there to have fun. It's a cool song and it's all about that.
The best Canadian country song, in my opinion, would have to be Workin' on Whiskey by Jessica Mitchell.
Once you have strong stuff, nothing else.
Just raw honesty that she has and the power of the vocal. It's basically about a breakup and how you're just kind of left for, you know, nothing after a breakup and you just are feeling awful, and it's so relatable. Especially when you're feeling very vulnerable like that, it's nice to know that someone else has been there. I love it. I think it's so powerful.
There's so many incredible Canadian songwriters.
Absolutely.
My answer would be Dean Brody. My favorite song of his is Wildflower.
You're a wildflower. You caught my eye at the side of the road.
I'm a huge fan. A beautiful song, like it literally stops you in your tracks. It's such a romantic song. It's such a simple love song, and it's so relatable. Who doesn't want to be compared to a wildflower?
I do.
Genius.
And he's so hard on the eyes.
He's really
hard on the eyes.
Please welcome 2015 Rising Star winner and Free Soul, Madeline Merlo.
Hey, Saskatoon on your feet, come on! Woo! Airbrush t-shirt and some red eyes. Review mirror, bouncing fuzzy dice. Dollar Tree bags in the back full of beer and Doritos. Velcro wallets full of fake IDs. 17 going on 17. Blowing out the bass in a bang bang El Camino. All the way to that pink neon sign off exit 139. Where you can wake up in a hot shaped tub. Stay cool in a lime green pool. You can play and catch. Pay-per-view. See fall on the floor and turn to a room. Change your name when you check in. The party don't stop till 11 a.m. $49.99 a night, but the fun is
pound sign, now exit 139, it was one hell of a time. What do you say we go back tonight? Wake up in a hot shade tub, stay cool in a lime green pool, pay cash, pay-per-view, see fall on the floor and tend to a room. Change your name when you check in, party don't stop till 11 a.m. 49.99 a night, but the fun is free though at Motel Flamingo. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Woo! Step on the gas so we get there quick. One night only, I wonder if they still got the front desk guy that looks like CeeLo. Smells like burritos. Swinging magazines and mosquitoes. Where you can wake up in a hot shade tub, stay cool in a lime green pool. You can pay in cash, pay-per-view, see fall on the floor and tend to a room. Change your name when you check in, party don't stop till 11 a.m. 49.99 an hour, but the fun is free though. Oh yeah, 49.99 an hour, what you say that we go to Motel Flamingo? To Motel Flamingo. Come on! And Motel Flamingo. 49.99. Yeah. Woo!
Here to present the Apple Music Fans' Choice Award, please welcome from Ontario, this year's fan winner, Scott Sykes, and from Oklahoma, Blake Shelton.
Welcome to the CCMA Awards, Scott. Is this everything you thought it would be?
Y'all, oh my God. When I found out I was presenting this award with you, I was filled with so many emotions.
Oh, my God.
I mean, at first I was ecstatic. I mean, come on, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, my God. Well, thanks, man.
But then I got nervous. Because what if I showed up and I look better than Blake? Like, would we still be friends? Or what if I wore the same thing, but I wore it best, huh? Or if we were taking a selfie and I gave better face than Blake, you know? So many things could go wrong. I'm a nervous wreck.
And the nominees for the Apple Music Fans' Choice Award are...
Apple Music Fans' Choice Award, Gord Bamford, Dean Brody, Chad Brownlee, High Valley, Dallas Smith.
And the CCMA Award for Apple Music Fans' Choice goes to...
Mr. Dean Brody.
Man, thank you so much, Blake. Wow, shit. I love my fans. I mean, I think 8 years ago when we started this whole journey, and I go out to shows even to this day, and I see you guys. Some of them I've been there from the first day, and I love you guys. This is why I make music. I know some artists are like, oh man, I'm just gonna make my music because it's like art and it's what I do. But for me, it's like I really make music for you guys. If we can't share music, the hell's it for? And so I love sharing music with you guys. Thank you so much. This award is for you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming out to my shows. I want to say a huge thank you to my band, the Brodeo, Jason Berry, Scott Galloway, Lyle, Molzan, Mark McIntyre, and Shane Gousset. Thank you guys so much for being with me through this journey. I love you.
I'm Aaron Pachet. On June 25th, 1993, a young man from Aylmer, Quebec named Charlie Major released his debut album, The Other Side. The album had 6 singles that went to #1 on the RPM Country Chart, and the album's breakthrough song, Drive You Out of My Mind, earned CCMA Awards for Single of the Year and SOCAN Song of the Year. Along the way, a bunch of young kids were inspired to become the next generation of country singers. June 25th, 1993 was a great day for Canadian country music.
Here to speak about Canada's music education charity, Music Counts, Jess Moskaluk.
I was lucky to discover my love for music while I was in Langenburg High School right here in Saskatchewan. Sadly, music is not always prioritized in Canadian schools and communities. That's why the Canadian Country Music Association, the CBC, and I are proud to support Music Counts.
If the kids don't have the instruments in their hands to actually practice, to actually create, or if Wayne Gretzky, his dad had never given him a hockey stick, would we even know who Wayne Gretzky is?
And by having the opportunity to learn how to play music, it's a gift that you can keep forever and ever and ever.
Yeah. I visited École Canadienne Française here in Saskatoon yesterday and saw firsthand how Music Counts Band-Aid instruments helped the students discover the joy of music. Due to an overwhelming demand, Music Counts is only able to help 1 in 4 schools in need. But all of us can help change that by texting MUSIC to 20222 right now and donating $20 to some deserving music programs. Thank you. Our next performer spent about 17 years working on his craft and trying to get noticed. Along the way, he became very familiar with the word no and became even more familiar with people telling him he didn't have what it takes to make it in this business. Thankfully, they were very wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform a song about dreams that never die, my friend, Tim Hicks.
Step out of the lines. How dare you step out of the box? Don't go pushing your luck, just be happy with what you got. But we don't like that. No, we don't like that. 'Cause we're the dreamers, we're the believers. Yeah, we're the street of shaking up this town against the wind, out on the fringe, and we ain't never gonna settle. Forever rebels ain't never gonna settle. Forever rebels, yeah. Been known to shake a few walls, been known to break a few rules. Yeah, I'll throw you a curve, kick up the dirt when we have to. No, we can't help that. Ain't sorry about that. 'Cause we're the dreamers, we're the believers. Yeah, we're the street of ain't no backing down, shaking up this town against the wind, out on the fringe. Yeah, we ain't never gonna settle. Forever rebels ain't never gonna settle. Forever rebels. Hey. About them stars, we ain't afraid to get that high. Might look crazy trying on wings till you figure out how to fly. Who cares what everybody else says? Can't find evidence to help it. You want it, you gotta go get it tonight.
voting. Your 2017 Apple Music Fans' Choice winner is Dean Brody. Congratulations, Dean.
If I could give myself one piece of advice, take risks.
If a band asks you to play and you're out of your comfort zone, just do it. The worst, like, you won't die of embarrassment. Just do everything.
You have to stay true to trying to write a great song. We got enough people that are chasing what's current and what's cool. What's more important is having a great song.
Don't let anybody early in your career tell you that you're not good enough.
If somebody, like a bar owner, turns you down, be like, no, I want to play this venue.
Write with anybody who will write with you.
Practice, like, nonstop. Play everything and play with everybody.
Try and write a great song and let that be your goal. Everything else can fade away.
Songwriting is such an incredible craft when you get good at it, but you only get good at it by writing a ton of songs. So I would write with anyone who would sit down with me and pick up a guitar.
My favorite CCMA moment for me personally was when I sang No Fear. My biggest childhood hero, Ricky Skaggs, was playing behind me, and all of the Canadian Special Olympics athletes got up on stage with me, waving Canadian flags, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. It goes down in history to me as one of my favorite moments on stage anywhere, not just the CCMAs.
If I could pick a favorite moment, it would actually be last year. It was a really wonderful experience watching Dean Brody perform.
He performed Time.
That song, I don't think it had even come out yet.
Hands down, the song of the year.
The trouble is, you think you have time. You think tomorrow's always come down the line.
It was just kind of him and a guitar and this message about appreciating, the time and taking advantage of those moments when you have it.
And like the whole crowd was like, you could hear a pin drop. It was amazing.
I really love those acoustic moments. Those are the ones that really stand out for me. It's just bare bones, stripped down, and exactly how the song was created in the first place.
My favorite Canadian country song is Born Again in Dixieland by Jason McCoy.
I was born again in Dixieland.
It's got killer lyrics. The dude kicks ass on the guitar. You feel the lyrics. They're so suggestive in what they are in that song that you feel them. It takes you to that beach moment where he's born again. I saw the Roadhammers play a couple weeks ago, and they still got it. They're badass as they've ever been. I think it's a pretty damn cool song.
My favorite one is Katie Lang, Western Stars.
How long will my heart ache tonight?
Love the song. I love her voice. I think she's like my ultimate favorite Canadian singer. It's the most perfect, beautiful voice I've ever heard. I just think it's a really beautiful song. I toured with her. It was a dream come true. Whenever I hear the song, it actually reminds me of that tour that I got to do. She's such an inspiration. I love her.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your 2017 Roots Group of the Year, the Washboard Union.
Never gonna give up. There's no holding us down. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, it's our time to shine. This moment, all of my life anticipated, waiting on my chance to ignite. It's amazing, feeling when a dream comes alive. Come on!
It's my day in the sun. So here we are, our time has come. Every little moment, every little beat of my heart, bound for glory. This is where we start. Gonna stand up and show what we got. Never gonna give up. There's no holding us down. Yeah, we got this. Ain't no stopping us now. Got me dancing like the whole world is mine. Yeah, it's our time to shine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We all get stepped on, but we get back up and fight. Dust yourself off, put it all on the line. Forget your worries, leave all your troubles behind. 'Cause every little moment, every little beat of my heart, bound for glory. This is where we start. Gonna stand up and show what we got. Never gonna give up. There's no holding us down. Yeah, we got this. Ain't no stopping us now. Got me dancing like the whole world is mine. Right here, right now, it's my day in the sun. So here we are, our time has come. Every little moment, this is where we start. Gonna stand up and show what we got. Never gonna give up. There's no holding us down. Yeah, we got this. Ain't no stopping us now. Got me dancing like the whole world is mine. Yeah, it's our time to shine. It's our time, it's our time, it's our time to shine. Yeah, it's our time to shine. Whoa, whoa, yeah, it's our time to shine.
He is the co-creator and star of CBC's hit series, Mr. D. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry D.
What an amazing show of support to Saskatoon. Congratulations. This is a great event to be a part of. I didn't know what I was walking into. Congratulations to the nominees and winners. What a strong voice we have right now in country music in Canada. So this is a great thing to see. I am here to present the award for the SiriusXM Rising Star Award. Here are the nominees.
SiriusXM Rising Star, Dan Davidson, Aaron Goodvin, James Barker Band, Jojo Mason, Megan Patrick.
And the CCMA Award, as well as a $10,000 bursary for the SiriusXM Rising Star, goes to Megan Patrick.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I had some whiskey after my last speech, so I'm a little less shaky this time. I think I somehow managed to thank everybody in my last speech, and I want to thank those same people. I want to thank the other people in my category. Those are some of my best friends. Boys, I love you. And of course, you know, it's funny, Rising Star, it feels like I've been rising for a while, but I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, CCMAs, and this is awesome, yeah.
Our next performer is a singer, songwriter, and author, all the way from Petty Harbour, Newfoundland. Please welcome Alan Doyle.
Thank you, Saskatoon. Let's get right to it. Singing the title track from his latest album and being joined by the most awesome Chevy Price. Please welcome, good friend, all-around great guy. Make some noise for Dean Brody.
Song, put your martini down, look around, the whole room is watching as they think I'm out of my league, just a farm-born jeans, the girl like you in a downtown street. You're West LA, be an Arizona dust town, we don't belong in the same zip code, I feel like Jesse James, but I'm around your crowd. Once we hit the floor, you're gonna make a scene like in a Quentin Tarantino. You're gonna light it up just like they do down there in Rio. When we get together, girl, we kinda like a freak show. Beautiful freak show. Girl, you know my club is a roadside shack to the side of the tracks. Mama want you back over there no more. So I'm crashing your scene. You have no Jay-Z. I can hold my own on this 8-count floor. Hey, Greta Garbo, Katharine Hepburn, wanna make you my Hollywood queen. But you and me kinda like a spaghetti western. No one takes us seriously, so we're gonna make a scene like in a Quentin Tarantino. We're gonna light it up just like they do down there in Rio. When we get together, girl, we kinda like a freak show. Yeah.
Freaky, freaky, freak show. Hillbilly on the dance floor. Boy, you got some mojo, get me back. I like I'm wearing camo, no boy toy with the Lambo. I'm little honey buttermilk in your hand.
Quentin Tarantino, we're gonna light it up just like they do down there in Rio. When we get together, girl, we kinda like a freak show.
Freaky, freaky, freak show. Hillbilly on the dance floor. Boy, you got some mojo, give me back. I like I'm wearing camo, no boy toy with the Lambo. I'm little honey buttermilk in your hand. You and I. What a beautiful,
beautiful
freak show.
You and I.
You and I.
What a beautiful,
beautiful freak show.
If you're West LA, I'd be an Arizona dust town. We don't belong in the same zip code. I feel like Jesse James, but I'm around your crowd. What a beautiful freak show.
So we've traveled 12 kilometers to get here, and we're finally at the biggest machine in the mine.
It's a monster. It'll cut about a foot a minute.
Oh, wow.
And it's about 16 tons per foot.
The potash, everything we see here, this turns into crop nutrients that's gonna help feed the world.
Exactly.
And you can't help but sing along. Looking back on everything I've done, I could do no wrong. It all started with a song.
So that's a wrap. Getting a chance to go and visit Potash Corp and go and see their mine is one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. My hat's off to the guides that we had, the entire staff and team down there. What a great way to be innovative, and the community involvement that Potash Corp has is second to none. Thank you, Potash Corp.
Hungry for more of Brett's underground adventure and historic concert? See it all at potashcorp.com. Potash Corp, helping nature provide. The Canadian Country Music Association Awards, live from Saskatoon. We'll be right back.
Looking back on everything.
Congratulations, Megan Patrick, for winning the 2017 SiriusXM Rising Star Award. SiriusXM, proudly helping Canadian artists be heard.
My favorite country song would be Complicated by Carolyn Dawn Johnson.
It's so complicated. I'm so frustrated.
I think it has stood the test of time. I think it's so cool that a song that was released 16 years ago is still so relevant today. I grew up just picking up the guitar and loving what just something stripped down sounded like, the way that the lyrics just shone through with an acoustic guitar, and that song itself does really showcase that a lot.
If I could give myself one piece of advice, take risks.
If a band asks you to play and you're out of your comfort zone, just do it. The worst, like, you won't die of embarrassment. Just do everything.
You have to stay true to trying to write a great song. We got enough people that are chasing what's current and what's cool. What's more important is having a great song.
Don't let anybody early in your career tell you that you're not good enough.
If somebody, like a bar owner, turns you down, be like, no, I want to play this venue.
Write with anybody who will write with you.
Practice, like, nonstop. Play everything and play with everybody.
Try and write a great song and let that be your goal. Everything else can fade away.
Songwriting is such an incredible craft when you get good at it, but you only get good at it by writing a ton of songs. So I would write with anyone who would sit down with me and pick up a guitar.
If I had to pick a Canadian country jam, I would pick Hold My Beer by Aaron Burchett, brackets, While I Kiss Your Girlfriend.
And hold my beer while I kiss your girlfriend.
Aaron, I'm gonna have to say the lyrics on that one.
The boldness of that song?
Yeah. It takes me back to a little bar in Vancouver, the outskirts, called Roosters. I watched Aaron Burchett perform there as a young kid, and that was like one of my favorite songs, and I always put it on when I'm having a few wobbly pops.
There's so many incredible Canadian songwriters.
Absolutely.
My answer would be Dean Brody. My favorite song of his is Wildflower.
You're a wildflower. You caught my eye at the side of the road.
I'm a huge fan. A beautiful song, like it literally stops you in your tracks. It's such a romantic song. It's such a simple love song, and it's so relatable. Who doesn't want to be compared to a wildflower? I do. Genius.
And he's so hard on the eyes.
He's really
hard on the eyes.
Yeah, no, he's a babe.
I don't know how anybody could possibly pick one Canadian country song. Obviously, over history, there have been thousands of fantastic ones. I would probably have to pick That's the Truth by Paul Brandt. That's what was in my mom's car all the time, a song that just kind of gives me a lot of memories. It's more a nostalgic thing for me.
They are the stars of CBC's hit comedy Kim's Convenience. Please welcome Paul Sun-Hyung Lee and Andrew Fung.
Yeah, yeah! Paul, you having a good time tonight? Absolutely, Saskatoon! Make some noise if you're having a good time tonight! Let's go! What a great town!
Okay, serious face. Huh? Some awards presented this evening are based in whole or in part on information compiled by Nielsen Music, the industry's leading source of music data, insights, and analytics. Nielsen Music powers the official Billboard charts and provides the most comprehensive data-driven solutions in the business. Okay, enough of serious stuff now. Huh?
You know, Paul, we got a lot in common with the nominees here tonight. Like James Barker Band and Megan Patrick, we're newcomers to the CCMA Awards.
Yes, and like the Rempel brothers of High Valley, we are physical specimens with chiseled jawlines and rock-hard abs. And, like Dean and Dallas, you missed your line, we are national treasures.
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Let's properly meet the nominees for Album of the Year.
Album of the Year, Beautiful Freak Show, Dean Brody. Dear Life, High Valley. Game On, James Barker Band. Grace and Grit, Megan Patrick. Side Effects, Dallas Smith.
And the 2017 CCMA Award for Album of the Year goes to
Side Effects by Dallas Smith.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I want to thank my partner in crime, Joey Moy, who I make the records with. Love you, Joey. I'm really proud of the records we make. I'm going to keep this really, really short. This just comes down to you fans. It really does. Thank you so much for finding something in my music that inspires you, that you enjoy. It means the world to me, and I hope to see you guys all across Canada on my tour this fall, starting in Halifax in October, all the way across to just outside my hometown in Abbotsford on the 18th of November. So thank you guys, we'll see you soon. Thank you, CCMAs, I appreciate it, thank you.
He is an accomplished singer-songwriter who's written hit songs for artists on both sides of the border, including Jason Aldean, Aaron Pritchett, Dirk Bentley, and Blake Shelton. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Derek Rattan.
How you doing, Saskatoon? I first met our next performer when we were both starting out in Nashville, writing songs for the same publishing company. I had no hit songs, and he had a mullet. Since then, we've helped each other out. I've written him 2 #1 songs, and he, let me finish. And he got me a Grammy nomination for Mine Would Be You, a CCMA award, and he bought me a house. Performing the world broadcast premiere of a song I wish I had written, quite honestly. Please welcome back to the stage, Blake Shelton.
Girl, it's high time I tell you, no more messing around. Time to lay these cards on the table and just throw it on out. I'm talking you and me with the same street name, same last name, same everything. It's a real thing, a how I feel thing. So I'ma go on and take a swing. You find a spot and I'll find the money. You be the pretty and I'll be the funny. You plant the flowers, I plant the kisses. Baby, let's get right down to business. I'll hang the pictures, you hang the stars. You pick the paint, I'll pick a guitar. Sing you a song out there with the crickets and the frogs. You name the babies and I'll name the dog. That's right. You can park your car in the driveway. I'll park my truck in the grass. I'll put a little swing on the front porch. If you put a little tea in my glass, watch the sunset from a gravel road. Kiss me in the kitchen on your tippy toes. Still loving on you when the rooster crows. Watching way more than the garden grow. You find a spot and I'll find the money. You be the pretty and I'll be the funny. You plant the flowers, I plant the kisses. Baby, let's get right business. I'll hang the pictures, you hang the stars. You pick the paint, I'll pick a guitar. Sing you a song out there with the crickets and the frogs. You name the babies and I'll name the dogs. We're laying next to you every night. Sounds like a damn good life. You find a spot and I'll find the money. You be the pretty and I'll be the funny. You plant the flowers, I plant the kisses. Baby, let's get right down to business. I hang the pictures, you hang the stars. You pick the paint, I'll pick a guitar. Sing you a song out there with the crickets and the frogs. You name the babies and I'll name the dogs. Yeah, I name the dogs. You name the babies and I name the dogs. Yeah, I name the dogs.
Earlier this weekend, Dean Brody received the 2017 CCMA Award for Top Selling Canadian Single for Bush Party. Congratulations, Dean. Still to come, performances by Jess Moskaliuk and Dallas Smith. Don't go anywhere. The 2017 CCMA Awards will be right back.
If I could give myself one piece of advice about getting into the industry, I would say, well, be careful who you trust.
Just go out there and play as many shows as possible.
Well, I would recommend that you take some time to enjoy the process and have fun with it. It can get pretty intense.
When you do start out, it can be very intimidating, it can be scary. A lot of the risks that you need to take can be very daunting.
Worry less. Worry less. It's all going to work out.
Don't sign the first thing that's put in front of you.
Be more confident and believe in what I'm trying to achieve.
This is a 24/7, 365 job. It doesn't ever shut off, ever.
Take your time, take deep breaths as often as you can.
There really is no secret. It's about going and doing it because you love it. That's what it's all about. I think when you're authentic and when you put yourself out enough that everyone else can see that you're risking something, most of the time what happens is you turn around and there's an audience. Oh man, there's so many. There's one year, I was hosting the show. I'd hosted for a few years. We had some pretty insane, over-the-top superstar firepower that came to the show. We had Shania on the show, Winona Judd, and we had Keith Urban. We were riffing on different things we could do, and I was like, man, what if I wrote different lyrics to the hits of these artists that are joining us here tonight? And I went and I serenaded them with it. It was so much fun. Keith was laughing his head off. I think Winona actually snuggled with me a little bit while I sang, and I think the best response, I sang, it's Shania Twain and she's back
again. Ain't it amazing that she had a baby and she still looks the same?
And basically the song went on for me begging for tickets to her concert tour. It was a fun night. We had a great time together. It really kind of takes me back down memory lane a little bit, thinking about songs that impacted me. Blue Rodeo's Bad Timing.
I might be a fool to think that you do want to see me again.
I don't think it can be really characterized as a classic country song unless it makes you cry just a little bit. I got a chance when the National Music Center, they were doing a fundraiser. I was there and Jim Cuddy was there. And he knocked on my dressing room door and he's like, hey man, I hear you've done this song a couple times. You want to come do Bad Timing with me on stage? And I was like, oh, you know, I mean, it's funny because I played it, you know, hundreds and hundreds of times. But just with him being there and him asking me, you know, now I'm Googling lyrics because like, I better not screw this up. You hear that intro on the harmonica, it grabs you. There's a melancholy that comes with it and also a hopefulness, an acceptance of the difficulty. At the same time, there's a resignation to it. I love that it captured all of those emotions in the one song.
The best Canadian country song, in my opinion, would have to be Workin' on Whiskey by Jessica Mitchell.
Once you have strong stuff, nothing else will be enough.
Just raw honesty that she has and the power of the vocal. It's basically about a breakup and how you're just kind of left for, you know, nothing after a breakup and you just are feeling awful, and it's so relatable. Especially when you're feeling very vulnerable like that, it's nice to know that someone else has been there. I love it. I think it's so powerful.
From your Saskatchewan Roughriders, please welcome quarterback Kevin Glenn and offensive lineman Brendan Labatt.
How you doing, Saskatoon? Man, there's nothing like the 13th man in Saskatchewan.
Our next performer is from right here in Saskatchewan, about 3 hours from my hometown of Weyburn. In fact, you can see her from there.
All right, 13th man, Rider Nation, let's hear you.
Give it up for our girl, Jess Moskaluke.
I'm over drinking at that bar. I'm over thinking about the day we're gonna leave. When we get on our feet, I'm over all the hours in between. I wish you would load me up in the front seat of that getaway truck that's out there waiting on us to run. Chase the sun into the darkness, darkness drive me crazy. Follow those high beams. Wish you would drive me away from the small town. He said, she said, straight into something new. So fast we won't have time to look back in that midnight review. Leave this behind me. Wish you would drive me away. Ready? I don't need time to go get ready. I've already packed a bag with all I need, but really all I need is a change of scene. Yeah, I wish you would load me up in the front seat of that getaway truck. Out there waiting on us to run. Chase the sun into the darkness, darkness driving me crazy. Follow those heartbeats. Wish you would drive me away from the small town. He said, she said, straight into something new. So fast we won't have time. Look back in that midnight review. Leave this behind me. Wish you would drive me away. Wish you would drive me away. Drive me away. Load me up in the front of your take me anywhere truck. Drive me away just like this town's done. I wish you would load me up in the front seat of that getaway truck. Out there waiting on us to run. Chase the sun into the darkness, darkness drive me crazy. Follow those high beats. Wish you would drive me away from the small town. He said, she said, straight into something new. So fast we won't have time. Look back in that midnight review. Leave this behind me. Wish you would drive me away. Wish you would drive me away. Yeah, you would drive me, yeah, drive me, yeah, drive me. Wish you would drive me away. Thank you, Saskatoon.
Earlier this weekend, Dallas Smith received the 2017 CCMA Award for Top-Selling Canadian Album for Side Effects. And he'll perform right after the break. You won't want to miss it.
My advice to myself as a young
traveling musician would be pack light. Like, you don't need all those extra shirts that you're never gonna wear. I've been packing too many clothes for too many years.
When we opened for Paul Brandt 40 times, he wore the same shirt. Sorry, Paul, but he wore the same shirt 40 times in a row. So I started realizing this whole large, massive suitcase doesn't need to happen anymore. My advice to myself as a youngster starting out in the industry would be, don't record any albums until your voice change is complete. Unfortunately, I didn't know that advice, and I royally screwed that one up.
Did you do 1 or 2 albums before?
Let's just say yes.
Too many.
One of my favorite moments as an artist performing at the Canadian Country Music Awards was performing my song 321. We tried to channel what we did in the music video and have a lot of fire and this burning car on stage. And I walk onto the burning car and I'm on top of like the roof of this car. There's a pyro guy with my manager backstage. 3, 2, 1, I'm counting down the hours till we're driving around town, parked by the water tower. It's 3 and bang on that 3. The flames are supposed to go up. I don't know what my manager was thinking. He missed a cue. They pressed the button too soon and I almost got lit on fire on national TV, and nobody knows about it until right now. I almost died on national TV, but I'm here.
My favorite moment of the CCMAs was last year, actually. Last year, I got to close out the award show with Johnny Reed and Lindy Ortega.
My favorite moment was getting to perform the closing number with JJ Shiplet.
I actually met Lindy that weekend for the first time, and we've become lifelong friends ever since then, including competitors. I'm coming for you, Lindy.
I became really good friends with JJ, and I'm actually engaged to his guitar player, so that started an amazing thing in my life. So fun to be able to do that.
The best Canadian country song has to be Dean Brody's Canadian Girls. It's got all the like little subtle things about Canadian girls that make them so awesome. Like even like the little Degrassi thing, like that's so like authentic, or like the toque, the flannel, brilliant. Way to go, Dean.
My favorite Canadian country song is Born Again in Dixieland by Jason McCoy.
I was born again in Dixieland.
It's got killer lyrics. The dude kicks ass on the guitar. You feel the lyrics. They're so suggestive in what they are in that song that you feel them. It takes you to that sort of that beach moment where he's born again. I saw the Roadhammers play a couple weeks ago and they still got it. They're badass as they've ever been. I think it's a pretty damn cool song.
The best Canadian country song, I would have to say Hasn't Hit Me Yet by Blue Rodeo. There's something about that song that I really, really love.
Hey, I guess it hasn't hit me yet.
Love this tune.
It's so good.
I sang it for a lot of years. The lyrical content of it really reminds me of Canada. This strange dichotomy of like redemption and sadness. I think it was the steel guitars and the mandolin that really set it apart from other songs.
In my opinion, the best country jam is a song called Alberta Bound by Paul Brandt. It talks about home. For Paul, it's Alberta. For me, it's Canada. Just anywhere that I'm in Canada, I feel at home. He actually talks about going across the Montana border into Sweetgrass, and that was actually how my first trip to Nashville was through that same border. That song has a lot of meaning for me. I just love it. I think Paul captured the emotion that someone like myself feels about my country and my home. How there's always that tug in your heart for your country and for where you're from.
My favorite country song would be Complicated by Carolyn Dawn Johnson.
It's so complicated. I'm so frustrated.
I think it has stood the test of time. I think it's so cool that a song that was...
Starting this fall, our next presenters will co-host CBC's flagship news program, The National, alongside Rosemary Barton and Ian Hannah-Mansing. Please welcome to the stage Adrian Arsenault and Andrew Chang.
Wow! Saskatoon, you have outdone yourselves tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is incredible.
You know, we are not the bosses of anyone or anything, but we both think the CCMAs could save some time and just have Saskatoon host this from here on in. So listen, here's the thing. You don't need to hear this from us, but it's been a bit of an intense year in the world of news, which is why we are totally delighted to be here talking about some of the happy events in the world of Canadian country music.
Yeah, and indeed, there's a lot to talk about. Dean Brody became the first Canadian country artist to headline the Budweiser stage in Toronto, based entirely on his own success right here at home. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
That is a huge deal. That's a huge deal, and so is this. Tim Hicks headlined his very first arena tour this year.
And maybe the biggest news story in Canadian country music this year, of course, Dallas Smith. Scoring his fourth number one, just back to back of hits with
That's
him.
right, all of them from that album Side Effect. So singing his latest hit, Sky Stays This Blue. Please welcome Dallas Smith.
I hope your sky stays as blue. Hope your heart stays as red. Hope your road stays as golden. Your sun never sets. Hope your heart never crashes. Time won't change you. Hope you never stop laughing. And your sky stays this blue forever. Saskatoon, come on, make some noise. Right now in this moment, looks like you never stop smiling. You don't even know it, but I'm living off of the wild in your eyes. It's like you're posing for pictures I frame in my mind. You're dancing to music in 3/4 time. I hope your sky stays as blue. Hope your heart stays as red. Hope your road stays as golden. The sun never sets. Hope your heart never crashes. Time won't change you. Hope you never stop laughing. And your sky stays as blue forever. Forever. They say that what doesn't kill you just makes you stronger. I hope when you cry that you don't cry 1 second longer than you have to. When you love somebody, it's more than just surface. You fly when they're flying, you hurt when they hurt. I hope your sky stays as blue. Hope your heart stays as red. Hope your road stays as golden. The sun never sets. Hope your heart never crashes. Time won't change you. Hope you never stop laughing. Your sky stays as blue forever. Forever. I hope the sun always shines and you never see the gray. I hope that love is always kind and it never fades away.